should work. And output capture. Okay. Woohoo! Hopefully that's working. I'll find out in a sec, won't I?
Oh, my. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's...
Do we have audio in the live feed? Or is OBS going to be a bitch? That should work.
Need you ask.
And
OBS is going to be a bitch, usually always.
Woohoo! Hopefully. Okay, they can hear me. It's working. I'll find out in a sec, won't I?
Oh, my. Okay, so wait a minute.
Okay, so let's have a look at this.
Yes,
Do we have
you are.
audio in the live feed? Or is OBS going to be a bitch? That should work.
Need you ask.
And
Oh, my.
OBS is going to be a bitch, usually always.
Woohoo! Okay, they can hear me. Yes, it's all okay. Your feeds and mine are both working. Right, I can mute that now.
Okay, so they are working, aren't they? Yes,
They are.
yes, they
People
are.
can hear us. Well, Matt can hear us. He's here
Oh,
in there.
boy!
There's a few people in there. Probably mostly us. But that's cool. Alright, now where's us? There's us. That'll do very nicely.
What is this thing doing?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Doc.
Boy.
Who's actually in chat? Because just Aussie, Diana, and Mwah. Cool. And Lane's going to join us in a bit. So yeah,
Right.
I was looking for something to make a video on, and I found something, and it's pissed me off. But I don't want to go into too much detail on it because I was talking to Mero about it, and we're going to do a collab on it. But yeah, it's still pissing me off. But basically, it's Christian indoctrination of young children, especially young girls, to be prim, proper, submissive, and obedient. Yeah. So, yeah, I wasn't too happy about finding it because I'm like, yeah, I know they make this crap up, but it's like, yeah, they did video. It's a book, and they did videos on it, and this is a really good selling book. It has sold shitloads of copies. So that's kind of pissed me off.
What, for all the guys who want their Stepford wives and their Stepford daughters and all that bullshit?
Oh yeah, donate to Doc. We may as well shout it out. We're in here. Donate to Doc. That's not what the stream's about, but hey, donate to Doc.
Before we
It
go on
is
with the
my understanding that IQ,
He's getting
what is
Seth
it, Inquisitive Quandary?
He's getting
God
Seth to shout it out. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, that is a good thing. That is yay, many much
Yes.
yay.
Well, Doc, if you want to join the links in the group, you're more than welcome to hop in.
Okay, so Jenny, before we begin, I just need to know.
Yeah.
The answer is a definite maybe.
No, the answer is 42.
Okay.
No, I was gonna see if you could hear something if I did something a little bit crazy.
Well, we are streaming, so but you can try something if you want. I don't really mind.
Can you hear that?
No, can't hear it. And what's happened to the stream?
Not a thing. No.
Thank merciful heavens. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, Doc's talking about the thing is slowed down a bit. Do you like my layout? So I'm always on, and everybody else just flashes in and out when they talk. And I have no idea. Oh, I know what's happening with my... Because I'm a moron in OBS. That's why my background looks weird. That's actually kind of... You know how the bubbles look kind of weird on my background? Occasionally? Yep. It's because there's another...
Okay.
Yeah, because there's another picture sitting behind that I've got turned on.
Oh my.
So yeah, it looks weird. Okay, I'll have to figure out how to fix that now. Where is it? No, that's the wrong thing. Don't turn things off in that one. Turn things off in that one. Yay, somewhere. Oh, no. The background's in the other one. That's because I've still got it enabled there. Probably that is... Yeah, that's the one that needs to be disabled. Cancel and go. Boop. Now, hopefully, it won't do it.
Hello, fellow Jitster. Jitster.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. By the way, everyone, before we get confused about who's a who, I want you all to go down to the bottom right-hand corner of your screen on Jitsi, and I want you to click More Actions. Then what I would like you to do is I would like you to choose your... Is it settings?
Yeah, you can change your
Or-
name in here.
Yeah, change your name, because everyone right now, aside from Jenny and me, is a fellow Jitser.
Yeah, you can change your name in it.
Okay, wait a minute. Yes, am I seizing over to here? Is me and manage video quality view full screen. So you're going to.
Oh no, you got to click your name, which is the very first option.
Oh, okay. So that must be. Oh, okay. It called it me over here on my thing. Okay, that's fine. That is just fine. We can do that.
Yeah, that
It's
definitely
just
looks better with the other bit turned off.
it's just so that we can identify you during this stream. Diana, we know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. We love you.
Let's see. I have no idea why.
So I think this is the better way to grab Jitsi until I sit down and do that coding for it. I mean, I could just... you can actually join Jitsi twice from your own machine, and that way you can grab swapping between absolutely everyone and have just an account sitting there for OBS grabbing, which actually isn't a bad way to do it. So from one machine you can join twice, yeah. That's kind of handy. But
Someone did it twice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Is that Lena?
Hey. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. A bit soft though.
Yay.
Yeah, a little bit soft.
Yeah, I need to use my other earbuds. Just got to get to the other room to get them.
Mr. Hawk, that is what this is.
Hello. Good morning, beautifuls.
Oh, Lord. I'm still waking up.
You and me both. I might get a little bit of a nap before I myself go live, but yeah. I'm glad I finally fell asleep. It took long enough. Oh my god, I was still awake at like 10 o'clock last night.
By the way,
By the
Doc.
time that I went on with May,
Yeah.
I was so delusional.
I'm trying to figure out how to change the name on this thing.
Oh, down at the bottom.
You go. Good.
Sorry.
Right.
Hey, Diana.
Right, I can click the icon and then it...
Did I hear my name?
You did. I just got asked a question by Katie Joy.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering if you're agreeing with me because I told her what I thought. She asked if I thought if Yanov was just a poser posing as a trans to try and get
It doesn't matter.
activate their ability to be a predator easier.
Yeah, I've had a discussion with May about this as well. I cannot help but wonder whether Yanov is a poser.
Yeah, that's what I think. I honestly think that way too.
Well, I guess I'll use the pronoun she.
Even if not a poser, definitely mentally unstable.
Oh well,
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Absolutely.
okay, it's mentally
I just think
unstable.
that
But there's...
no good comes from calling her. I don't think anything good comes from calling her identity into question, just because everything.
I would actually
that
ask Katie in here to have this discussion, except that I know Ozman will leave.
No, I won't.
You all right with Katie? Are you?
Katie?
Katie Joy?
Didn't do anything.
You know, from Non-Sec?
Yeah.
Me?
You don't know who she is?
No.
She's the one who
Without
writes the
a crystal
blog that
ball?
Kai was doing. The crystal ball thingy one.
Without a crystal ball is her on YouTube.
Yeah. You'd know her if I
No,
ask her in.
The only person I don't care for is Kyle.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send her a link. See, she might
Okay.
want to join and discuss this with
Nice.
us. Because then she can ask you as well, Diana. 'Cause I think she just wants some opinion of a couple of trans people and other people. So
Sure,
she doesn't, because she's
absolutely.
trying to write a blog on it. So
Mine, I understand, is a rather unpopular opinion. And okay, here's the thing: jump on me if you will, but I
So
think I
mine.
really have to start standing with an open mind. Of course, keep in mind that I can change my mind if given a good reason to. But
Sure.
I think I'd better start standing my ground and not being afraid of losing my audience, my platform, whatever else, because of an opinion I hold, as long as that opinion is not directly harmful. Okay, that being said, I cannot help but wonder if Yaniv is a poser. I'm not saying that Yaniv is a poser.
I'm not saying that
And
Yanni is a poser,
it kind of looks
but
weird. It looks
It does.
suspicious.
it
And that
really does.
deserves
I mean,
a second look.
this person is fulfilling every meme that the TERFs want to throw out there and the far Christian right about trans people. That, the chances of you actually
Yeah, also-
finding somebody like that on the planet is so minuscule.
Yes, and Yaniv can do incredible damage to us.
Oh yeah.
But not
By
just
doing-
us, to the entire LGBTQ plus everyone.
Yeah.
As soon as they
Well,
damage
that's
us,
kinda
that
what
will
we said here.
reflect
I mean-
back further, and people are going, "Oh no, it doesn't have to." No, it will, because you're fighting against moderate cis-het people who actually genuinely don't give a shit. And if they see something like this, they'll start giving a shit, and they'll give the shit in the wrong direction.
Hello. That's
That was
maybe I'm
that was
hearing-
eloquent, wasn't it?
Yes, it were.
It was.
Maybe I'm paranoid when I'm thinking that way. And if you've got good reason to think me paranoid, tell me, and you might actually convince me.
I sent
Um,
Katie the link. I don't know if she's still about or she'll jump in, but if
Wait.
she does, we'll have a chat with her.
Is this Katie as in KC?
No, that's Caitlin
No,
Chloe.
were you talking about Caitlin Chloe? No, that's
No,
somebody
it's not
else.
Caitlin Chloe, and she wouldn't be that upset with you anyway. I know you two have had your arguments. No, I thought you might not like her because of the
She's
crap.
a friend of Kyle.
She's a friend of Kyle's, and Steve doesn't like her at all.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Well, I
because,
know
just
there's
because I'm a
that
friend.
whole thing going on, but
because
that's
she has because
down.
she's a really good friend of Kyle's, and she's heavily defended Kyle.
Just
I'm not
because I'm a
personally- Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm not going to personally hold that against her. She's not a bad person herself. So
I refuse
Yeah.
to get involved because
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think any
my
of
thing.
that
If she wants to talk
information
about
should have
Kyle-
ever been public, ever.
if she wants to talk
You
about
know?
Kyle, oh yeah, I 100% agree. I told Steve I thought he was wrong for making it public, and not that I necessarily
Yeah.
blame Steve for that. I think that had more to do with Reds
Yeah.
and Steve.
Right. Because
And I think Kyle is wrong for dragging his feet.
Get mad at each other.
Well, let's just put it this way.
Yeah,
I'm-
they're
I'm-
both wrong on something.
Yep,
Okay,
definitely.
Okay, well, hang on. I may be a friend of Steve's, but that doesn't mean that I'm a friend of everyone that is but a friend of Steve.
Yeah.
There's a person called Tim
Yeah.
who's an absolute dickhead, Tim Higgins.
Oh, I know that name. Okay, yeah.
I don't
He-
think
he's-
I'm familiar.
He's an absolute dickhead. He's what I would call a militant agnostic who is adamant in sucking Steve's dick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I've probably seen him.
Oh, someone dropped.
Who dropped?
Did I drop?
No, I think it was Elena that dropped.
Okay.
My
Honey?
mic. Uh-oh.
You okay?
As long as you didn't hit your head on the
My,
floor.
How?
My headphones went dead.
Oh.
I want the craft.
But yeah, Tim Higgins, that's the only person that and Carl.
Oh.
That's the only people I don't
Silver,
get
you
along
are
with.
not wenched. Why are you not wenched?
I don't know. Winch me.
I will. There you go. You are a wench.
Yay.
I want a
I'm a
wench. I want a wench.
I thought you were already wenched,
oh.
Diana. You
No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about a spanner.
Uh-oh.
Well, I
I'll
don't.
winch you.
You're
It's
already a
okay.
wench.
We'll
then.
get you
Hey,
winched.
did I showed you the picture of me dressed as a pirate wench, didn't I?
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah.
now I want to see this.
I thought I'd shown you as well.
Mary
Nope.
Lynn Jr. over there.
Oh, I'll post it on Twitter.
Oh, there they go.
By the way,
Oh,
Silver.
scheisse.
Silver, how are you recovering from the other day?
Slowly. Silver.
Okay.
Elena,
One
you there?
Elena.
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 Okay, repeat that.
Elena.
Sorry, I had to find earbuds that worked because I couldn't hear anything. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking how you were recovering from the other day because we did break you a few times.
I know. I'm recovering slowly. You know, I might need a little power nap before I myself go live or do anything. But other than that, I'm doing good.
Sorry.
I'm doing good. I had a lot of fun, like slowly losing my mind and descending into a delusional mess. And everybody's just like, who the fuck is this crazy bitch that's like, what is she doing? Why does she have that in her hand? What is she talking about?
Ozzy, are you in Angie's thread?
No.
So I can't post it there.
No.
So I'll have to post it in both, won't I? So you get it.
You'll just have to post it in the not down under, in the end of conspiracy.
Post it
Shall
down.
shall I just post it generally? And people can just look at my Twitter?
Ooh, that's
They
true.
can look at your Twitter and
There it is.
and they
Yeah,
can
I'll
decide
just
whether or
post
not
it
they're
as
in
the where is it? There you go. And then you lot can make horrible comments on it because I know you lot. I just had it a second ago. Where is it? There it is.
Well, it's not as bad as Mara getting shafted
There
about
you
the banana.
go. With the banana.
Oh my gosh.
And yes, I use that phrasing rather deliberately.
There you go. It's not a very clear picture because it's the only copy of the photo I have. And I don't know why that is. I would like to. It's because I can't find the backup hard drive I had all my photos on.
Okay, so what were you pissed off about, Jenny?
Oh, so I'm gonna have to say this again, aren't I? I was doing. I was going for a look for a good video to do a debunking of, and I came across something that pissed me off. I actually came across two things. One thing that pissed me off enough to make a video about it, which I could have said asshole an awful lot for, and and then something that pissed me off so much that I wasn't even sure if I could make the video without making every second word asshole.
Oh.
So I linked it off to Maro, and she goes, "You're able to make this video?" And I go, "I don't know. I am pretty upset about this." And she goes, "Well, do you want to collab it? And then we can take a bit of time and make sure it's good." So we're going to do a collab on it. But basically, it's there's a book that's come out, and it's aimed at tween girls. Well, at the mothers of tween girls. And it's how to encourage them into the correct Christian life, basically, is what it's about.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And it's encouraging you to make your daughters submissive and obedient.
Fuck that.
I mean, I have 2 daughters, and that just pisses me off so much. And this is a bestseller. Yeah. This book is a bestseller. You can buy it on Amazon, and yeah.
Gross.
That's the amazing fucking thing. Do they have any breakdown on the demographics of who's buying this?
Right.
Well, it'll be the Christian right. You know that.
Okay, I've got 2 questions. 1, what the fuck? 2, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was my
here's
take
the thing. Are there actually enough Christian Right to make it a bestseller?
Right?
You know, I mean, it could be a wild seller within a certain demographic, but if that demographic is 4,000 people, then does that make it qualify for a bestseller? What the first thing that came to my mind was it selling to the Christian Right and then others besides that? That would be interesting to think about.
Yeah, no.
I'm so sick
The
and
person who
tired of
writes it is
people
part of a
brainwashing.
Christian group anyway. They have a ministry. It's yeah, they're assholes. The other video was propaganda for their ministry where they had somebody claiming to have been an atheist who got turned to Christianity.
I hear so many of those claims, and I wonder how
know.
many of them are anywhere near true.
Well, the bit that really threw me about this was, first of all, she turned from being an atheist to being a Christian over a weekend.
Okay, no.
And she
This didn't happen.
And
this did
she
not
turned
happen.
to being a Christian because of reading the Bible.
Yeah,
And she had never read
Usually
the Bible
it's the other way
before when
around.
she was an atheist. She hadn't read it before. But she hated God. Okay, you haven't read the Bible before, but you hate
Okay,
God.
we got
And
a
her
problem
husband is
here.
an atheist who hates God. And when she decided she was a Christian, he said, well, you've either got to pick your Christianity or us being married. And I'm thinking, well, even if this did happen, I cannot imagine any atheist saying that to their partner.
Yeah, I can't
You would
be
figure this out.
contrary.
I do too.
I know
That
quite a
sounds
few
more like somebody that had like a crisis of faith, so to speak.
Yeah.
And because they were raised in a religious setting, they felt like that crisis of faith made them quote atheist.
Yeah, that's what it sounded
that's
like
what
to
that
me.
sounds like. Yeah.
And this person,
That's what that sounds
obviously,
like
as
to
a
me,
Christian,
too.
had never really read their Bible. And then when they came back, and by reading their Bible, all they did was read the Gospels. And then didn't properly understand what they were reading. So
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah,
Easily.
okay, so you weren't actually... I hate using this because it's the thing that Christians say to us is that, oh, well, you were obviously never really a Christian.
But in this case, it's very true. Like, that person wasn't an atheist. They just had a crisis of faith. There's
that's
big
what it looks
difference.
like to me.
Yeah,
But yeah, to say that she
believer.
hated God and her husband hated God and her husband would leave her if she became a Christian, and it's like,
I hate
no,
God.
no,
Said
that wouldn't happen.
Ever.
Exactly. If you hate God,
I don't
you
hate
believe in
God because I don't think he's
therefore,
real.
You're not an atheist.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I remember, I think it was she who said this. So I'll say, I hate the Christian God in the same way that Bionic Dance does, as a fictional character. You can hate Lex Luthor for that character within the Superman universe, but you don't take that character out into the real world and say there is a real Lex Luthor and I hate him. No, that doesn't work that way, and neither does it work that way with the Christian God or any other God for that matter.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's just, she's got another little snippet from a sermon, and there's a whole heap of this woman's sermons online, and I want to find the sermon that's got it in. But she talks, she extrapolates he's got the whole world in his hands to he's got the whole universe and every galaxy and everything in his hands, which means he's the real guardian of the galaxy. And I'm like, oh my god, what? So I'm thinking this would be an awesome thing to have a Thanos meme in the middle of a video for.
You know what?
That's hilarious.
Fuck it.
What are you doing, Ozzy?
Yeah.
You're gonna see.
You're gonna make a Thanos meme.
Damn straight.
Oh, sweet.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord, I don't know anymore.
You're such a bad boy.
And
Diana, this is probably a good thing to have, not knowing what to do anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
mean, this particular group, I think is a gold mine of things to have a go at. But this book is poison as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's disgusting for any religion. No matter what you are.
Yeah.
I cannot stand when they go after children and specifically try to give tips and tricks for
I mean, I'm not saying
converting
all
the
the book is
young. I'm
bad,
just like, stop. No,
but
let
there's
your
enough
children
of
come
it
to
that
their
it
own
is
decision.
that it's poison. If you've got it,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if that book's got a few good chapters in it and some positive stuff. If the rest of it is going to be poisoning those children's minds, then fuck it. That book needs to go
Right.
away.
Yeah.
As far
Well,
as
I
I'm
mean,
concerned.
it's just like, it's kind of like Jordan Peterson, right? Like, okay, as much as I hate that man, Jordan Peterson.
Why would you
just because
kind
he
of like
might-
Jordan Peterson?
Hold on, wait. No, I don't kind of like him, but I'm saying it's very similar to Jordan Peterson's situation. A lot of people will try to validate his work by saying, "Oh, well, you like his self-help shit, so therefore, like, he's right about everything that he says."
What?
No, that's not true. Like, just because that's how they've like gotten so many people to like become diehard fans of his.
Well, he's
Is
a
they're
pseudo-intellectual,
like, oh, well,
isn't he?
Exactly.
He
At
says things that
100%.
sound smart enough to drag in those that
Yeah.
are less educated, and he's saying things enough on that in that alt light, borrowing a term from Essence of Thought, who I never thought I would do, but hey,
Please help us all.
sorry, but it is a good term, alt light. He's treading enough of that alt light area that people really like, that he's got some of the more smarter people who are assholes on his side. So he's got the Sargons and people like that who are going, yeah, this guy's really good.
And that's exactly how he did it. And like, I don't understand that way of thinking, because okay, Peterson has enough education and obviously enough, he seems to give just enough of a shit about the field that he has a degree in, not to help anyone else, but just enough to be a danger to other people. Does that make sense? Like, his field is psychology, right? And he doesn't seem to have enough of education to actually help other people. I would actually be surprised if that's something that he ever did in like private practice or something. But he has enough information at his disposal to know how to use information to manipulate the masses. And that's one of the ways that he capitalized on that infamous video that went viral. And he capitalized and literally catapulted himself an entire career.
Yeah.
And it was all predicated on a lie. Like, it was literally built on him lying about Bill C-16. That's how this entire Jordan Peterson bullshit started. You know? So it's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Peterson has basically ridden the wave of being a quasi-bigot.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Absolutely.
done. He's tread around the...
I don't think he's
around
a
the
quasi-bigot.
Oh my god, Ozzy. What the
I think he is a straight Aussie.
What the hell?
Whoop, whoop. Get it? Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Whoop,
Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
Oh yeah, twerk it, baby, twerk it. Oh yeah.
do you want me to?
Now.
I should directly present you so you can do that again, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Go on. That is shocking.
Patrol.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Getting jiggy with it.
Oh dear. You're...
Right.
Why did you do that?
Because he tempted me. By the way, In my
right.
test, I am both a brat and a brat tamer.
Oh, did you take the BDSM test?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a BDSM test.
Yeah,
BDSMtest.org.
BDSMtest.org. Jinx. You owe me a coin.
I'll go and
God
do it
damn it.
later.
It's just for funsies. Like the test is
All
very.
those tests are like that.
Yeah. The questions are terrible, like terribly phrased, so you get very inaccurate results. But it is very fun to do and compare and sit there and think about it and compare it to like your real life and then compare it to your friends. Like, yeah, it's fun in that way. But I don't like how they phrase the questions. Like they had a chance to actually make it pretty accurate and they didn't take it, which kind of makes me sad. But because like they frame everything in a sexual context, which for BDSM is like, no, like that's a dumb mistake to make. How dare you? That's unforgivable.
Because not everything is sexual. That's almost a Christian kind of thing to do, isn't it? Everything's sexual.
Yeah.
Well, what is
Yeah,
it with
because,
Christians
like, a
and
lot of
thinking
Christians-
everything is sexual?
I'm telling you, they're over sexual because they've been repressed their entire
Yeah,
lives.
so
So
they
they're
think
just like
everything comes
horny,
down.
horny, 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 sex,
Yep.
sex, 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 sex. Oh my god!
No wonder they
So
no wonder they have more abortions than anyone else.
Sex. Don't forget
got
the
basically-
violence.
You've got basically 2 millennia of this repression then, because Paul was pretty crazy. I mean, if
Oh, well, I mean, before that, they were like a bunch of hedonists, that was like live Christian or die by my sword, So, I mean, what did you expect them to do? They converted.
I missed the 2 millennium, and I thought you meant 2 decades. And when you said Paul, I was thinking apologia.
no.
That's what I thought too.
Paul is a big sweetie. I love him. I really do.
No, but I was just thinking
No,
if he's that sexually repressed, I'm a bit worried for Shannon.
I was about to say, don't
Oh,
let Shannon
Lord.
hear you say that.
Oh shit!
So
Yeah,
anyway,
that might cause a problem.
Jordan Peterson, the dickhead.
Yeah, the absolute asswipe.
Heinous man in charge.
He's an asshole. Audio.
He's my chocolate starfish.
Don't. I will play that Dennis Leary song. Don't make me.
Oh, this is not.
He
Mark
uses
Adults
public
only.
toilets and he pisses on the seat. And he walks around in the summertime saying, "How about this heat?" He's an asshole.
Audio. Don't play it. Don't play it. That
Alright.
will get me copyright strikes. No.
This is true.
See, that's one of the things that that is one area where I will say that YouTube's totally suck. Well, it's not the only, obviously, but it's one area where YouTube sucks in live stream versus other live streaming platforms, because there's so many other platforms where you can play music and you don't have to worry about a copyright strike. It doesn't matter.
Well,
play music, get down,
see, that would
get
be
jiggy
awesome.
with it. But on YouTube, you can't do that, and it hurts my little heart because I love having dance parties and playing the music, and people see me getting all stupid.
I ripped YouTube a new arsehole this morning because they gave me a survey to take, and not necessarily over the copyright striking and all that other stuff, but the what they're doing to us in the atheist community, the LGBT community. I even said in as many words to them, "Will you quit discriminating against us, please?"
Right.
The way we are taken down, the way we are demonetized.
Yep. This is why I don't have any tags and my shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Without those tags, it's that much more difficult for people to find what you've got out there. It's all got to be word of mouth at that point. Then somebody sees it and likes it and tells somebody else, and they like it maybe, and then that sort of thing.
And let's face it, most of us will never ever be properly monetized. Even if we
Right.
get the
No.
subscribers and the views,
Yeah.
it's just not going
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, well, look at
I don't expect to ever be monetized. Like,
look what
and
they do
I've
to
kind of,
Kate.
I'm going into it with that mentality. Like, I'll never be monetized. Therefore, my attention is elsewhere, if that makes sense. Yeah. And the way that I want
I
to
mean,
build
I
my
could do
channel
content
is
that could
very
get
different.
monetized because I could do electronics
But you wouldn't
and stuff
enjoy
like
it.
that. Well, I would, but I don't want to just do that. It's the same with what I was saying to
Right.
you last
Exactly.
night, was it? When I said I don't just want to do trans content
Right.
because that's not like, yeah, I'm trans, but so what? I transitioned 20 years ago.
Right.
In all honesty, my thoughts about being trans is I actually stopped being trans once I finished transition. But you don't really, because I care about what happens with other people, because there's that shared experience, and that it's important that the stories get out there and that people get better educated.
Yes.
So hence why I'm prepared to do this. But I'm more interested in my electronics or atheism or debunking dickheads or whatever, or calling assholes when they're assholes. So I'd much rather do that stuff, but I'll do the other stuff as well because I think it needs doing.
Absolutely. Like, I don't want to get. I did my or I am doing my channel the way that it's in the very weird way that people are gonna, that they already see it and that they're gonna continue to see it for a reason. Number one, I don't want to get pigeonholed. Like, I want to cover what I want to cover, and that's gonna be, I'm all over the place. So my channel's gonna be all over the place for a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, like, you guys. I was just telling May last night, actually, or yesterday, sometime. But
it's all run together.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm
Y'all's
remembering things I wasn't sure happened.
All right. Y'all's channel actually is definitely helping people, because I have a friend of mine that I directed her toward Nuance Nonsense, and we watched some of it together after they asked me, if I thought non-binary was a real thing. And I'm just like, yeah. And the only reason I say it like that is because, like, this person knows me really well. So I kind of was, I was a little bit confused as to why I was being asked the question. But once they explained, I was like, oh, this is why you're asking. Okay. And so after I got done with, my story and telling them, my personal perspective on it, I was like, okay, here's some links, here's some studies, here's some peer-reviewed articles. Let me show you what I'm actually talking about in a real life kind of way, because I directed them toward, real people to speak to. But in the meantime, those people were busy. So I was like, okay, while you wait to speak to those people, let me show you somebody's channel where you can see, 10 different people's stories.
Yeah.
And it was very helpful.
Well, it's even more than that now. We've had quite a few stories on there. But we're not just going to do that.
Yeah.
Like this Sunday, the gun one.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. Oh, we can't have Jay because he's not going to be available.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But that's okay. Ozzy, you want in?
Sorry, I had myself muted.
Sorry.
I'm not sure what to contribute in this front.
On gun control.
Your opinion.
On gun control. Bleh. I've had 750 mils of coffee and I'm still fucking my words up.
Contribute now. May and I are doing an episode of Nuance Nonsense on gun control.
Oh, when?
For you, it'll be Monday morning at 10 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Okay. Awesome.
Yay.
Good. In short, my words on gun control are get rid of the fuckers.
Yeah. you saw my comment today where who posted the options, and I said none of the above. Hardline gun control. No, minor gun control is. Oh yeah, let's just make it a little bit hard. No, get rid of all the big ass guns, the heavy hitters, the machine guns and shit like that. You shouldn't be having those. Average person does not need a machine gun.
Yeah. And I do agree with that, like in terms of like it's not needed, it's not necessary at all. But I also know my country, and people in America just they're not willing to give that up. We have this like weird fetishization with like our weapons. It's very strange.
I think a lot of
And
excuse me. I think a lot of it is fantasizing over the Wild West, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree
Well, that's
with
why
that.
I said in the
would
same
totally
thread.
agree with that.
No, in my post about it, that you don't have a right to pretend to be cowboys on the weekend.
Exactly. Well, I don't think that guns should be I don't think they are a right. They are
No.
a privilege.
Yes.
It is not a fucking right. It's a privilege. You need to respect the fact that it's a fucking weapon. It is deadly.
And like all privileges, you have to earn it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it can
And
also be
maintain
taken
it.
away.
You have to keep it
Yeah.
actively.
Yes.
So you
It should be harder to get. It
And
should be
that's all
harder
I
to
want.
get a gun license than it is a driver's license.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Totally. And you should
Yes.
have to go and do retraining courses regularly.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, should do that for driving too.
Not just psych profiles when you first get your gun. Regular psych profiles on whether you should be allowed to keep
Yep.
one.
Every 6 months.
Agreed.
Well, even if it's every 12 months, but at least then you might have a chance of catching people.
Yeah. Well, no,
Now,
I mean...
now, yes, criminals will still get guns. Criminals get guns in our country, and it's hard
But
to
we're
get guns
talking
here.
about reduction. You
Yeah.
know, it's all about harm reduction. And you would have a drastic, despite what they say, oh, well, a good guy with a gun is the only thing that will beat a bad guy with a gun.
Yeah.
No,
fuck
it's
off.
not. We had a security guard that already did that. And you know what happened to him? He got shot dead.
Yeah, there have been a couple of studies done where you had people who were given cursory training in firearms. They thought they were carrying a firearm. It was really a paint gun. And you had somebody burst into the room, a sort of attack scenario, and every one of these people just failed face down as to what to do in a situation like that. Got themselves killed, got other people killed.
Yep.
So no, it's that good guy bullshit and everything. No, it does not work. Really, it doesn't.
Nope.
If you are, that's one of the reasons I'm thinking. If you're going to have a sidearm, especially, then you need combat training.
Yeah.
And when I
agree.
say combat training, I'm not talking about fucking little G.I. Joe over at the gun range. I'm talking
Military
about the
grade.
sort of thing you get in boot camp.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. And I don't, like, even though I don't take the stance of, like, we should take everybody's guns right now and just, like, ban them all, like I said, I don't think they're a right. I do think they're a privilege, and you have to earn it. You need to have a license. You need to have proper background checks. You do not and should not ever walk out of the store with a fucking weapon. It shouldn't work like that. And the fact that we have laws regarding that exact thing, like the time frame thing, but they're not enforced. Like, I can go to my local Walmart right now. I can get a gun, and I guarantee you, I can walk out of that Walmart with my newly purchased gun right then and there. They're not going to do a background check. They're not going to make me wait 3 days. No, they will hand it to me, and I will walk out of the store with it right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what I think. I think everyone, and I mean everyone, should be subject to randomized, unannounced, on-the-spot profile checks, random checks of qualification and maintenance, and periodic but also frequent and unannounced mental welfare checks.
No, regardless of whether you have a gun?
No, if you have a gun.
If you have a gun. I was going to say, everyone?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
If you have a
boy,
gun,
to
you
be
should be suspect to that.
to be perfectly honest, people having regular not necessarily well, a psych nurse can do a psych assessment. So
Mm.
Yeah.
people having regular psych assessments, for example, for your job, is not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
No.
Picking up when people have mental issues, and by mental issues, I mean depression, etc., like that. Because you can be suffering from depression and not know it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these sort of things
I
are
don't
really
have.
good for people in general, and most people won't do it. They don't go and get help when they need it.
Right.
No,
I mean,
that's
like,
why.
I didn't want a gun in my home specifically for that reason because I tend to have, number one, I have really bad anxiety. Number two, I I have times where my depression, is lower and better and lower and better. But during those low points, if I had a weapon, I know that I would have already used it. I know that.
Same here. I know that I would have already used it at least 16 years ago, so I know exactly where you're coming from. But I
Yeah.
think before you get a gun, you should have that mandatory check or set of checks. During while you have the gun, you should have those mandatory
Right.
set of checks, and then after you should have a specific set of mandatory checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Well, I mean,
totally agree with you, Ozzy.
like I have a family history of the same thing. We were all raised around guns. We were taught to respect it, that if you touch that gun, expect someone to die. That is what my father taught me.
Isn't it funny though
Good.
how a lot of the
You
people
don't reach for a weapon without being prepared either for yourself to die or for someone else to die.
how isn't it funny how a lot of the gun guns right activists are also fundamentalist Christians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know.
There seems to be a correlation there.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Almost as if they're taken from the Canaanite stories. Sorry, preacher
I gotta
Dave's
have
coming
my
out on
gun
me.
to protect my God.
Exactly. That's pretty much what I hear all day long. I
Yeah.
gotta have my gun to protect my guns.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna take after Jim Jeffries here, and I am so sorry if he gets to hear this, but there is only one good, valid reason why anyone should want to own a gun, and it goes like this: fuck off. I like my guns.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Some people collect
that's
them.
all you've got. That is the only valid. No, well, it's not. Well, I suppose if you are
Well, it's the most honest.
it's the most honest. But I
Yes.
can also see if you are a farmer and you're trying to protect your livestock. I'm not talking about for hunting. I'm just protecting livestock.
Right.
Then there is probable cause there as well.
I
To
can also
have a gun.
see somebody that's been a victim of a violent situation, especially ones that included guns. Like, for example, my niece was recently at, she was at she was at the home that she's currently living in, and her roommates had a party, and some people, came over to the house. Somebody got into a fight, called someone else, and more people showed up out of the blue. Those people started fighting, and someone brought a gun and started shooting.
Shit.
She ran and hid. She saw the whole thing, though, and someone died. Two other people were injured. Luckily, she was fine physically. But after that happened, which was pretty recently, it was only like a month and a half ago now. But she called and she was upset and freaking out, and she wanted a gun. She wanted us to get her a gun. And some of our family was like, they took the stance of like, okay, yes, we will take you to the range. We will take you to go get a gun right now. I took the stance like more cautionary. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. are you sure this is what you want? Or are you just saying that because you're scared and you're terrified and this awful thing literally just happened right in front of you? Because those are two very different things, and there are other ways to
Yeah, they are.
protect yourself.
I
Yeah.
actually think part of your gun culture problem is actually related to your lack of medical services.
Oh, yeah. I
Because
agree.
because
Yes.
if you had the counseling for people who were victims of violent
Mhm.
crime, if they could
Exactly.
afford, no, you have the counseling. If the people could afford the counseling,
Yeah. No,
then they
I
wouldn't
agree.
need to. Well, so the easy solution is I go and buy a gun, which I can spend $150, $200 on, and now I feel safe. Instead of the government can help me pay for counseling so I can feel
Right.
safe for valid
Exactly.
reasons.
Yeah.
And that's that feeling of safety instead of it being momentary, because
Yeah.
that feeling will, if you only get it to feel safe, that feeling of safety will eventually go away and you will just feel terrified again.
Yeah. And
But
you're
like you're
going to end
saying, if
up
you
being a
get
person.
counseling, that feeling lasts instead of just going away one day and then you're still petrified.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
because
And
the
at
if
the, at, the, mo- at the moment, you're only giving someone a temporary yet lethal security blanket.
and they're
Yeah.
very likely to use that security blanket because all
Mhm.
they have to do is get in a situation that slightly triggers their fear, and all of a sudden they're
Yeah.
pulling a gun on somebody, and it may not be
Ex-
justified.
and
exactly.
that's where we are a horrible society here in the U.S. This is a culture of violence.
Yeah.
Every problem, bar none, is solved by some sort of application of violence. When
Mhm.
in most cases, I think I will say most cases, a better solution is simply to run away if you can.
Yep.
But that's not what these people think of.
See, uh, I mean, in Australia, if you are touched by a terrible tragedy like a friend gets shot in front of you, or you're involved in a mass shooting. I mean, we haven't had many, but something like that. Everyone who's a survivor, everyone who has issues from this, gets the counselling they need. They get it for free.
Mhm.
Grief
Yep.
counselling and trauma counselling is free here.
Yeah. And it should be everywhere. But unfortunately, the United States is dead set on acting as though they're just a third world nation. I don't even know what's going on.
You've got the
Our
same
country is
problem
just
every country
stupid.
has. Politicians are out of touch with the average person because they live on huge, great big
Oh, yeah.
salaries and have no idea what it's like not to have money.
Absolutely.
I mean, our one of our ex politicians who's retired now, and I can't remember what his name is. Maybe Ozzy can help me.
Barnaby Joyce.
Was it Barnaby? I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the abortion thing. I'm talking. It was him about not being able.
200,
Yeah.
211K.
He earns $211,000 a year as a pension,
Wow.
and he was complaining he can't live on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here I am with $670 every 2 weeks, and I'm managing fine.
Yeah. But contrast their stupid amount of money they have to our social security payments, which is another thing we have that's better than yours, but ours still isn't good.
Yeah.
Prime Minister, 6 prime ministers ago now? That's dreadful to say that because it's not that many years. Well, no, it's more than 6 years, but it's not enough years to have gone through 6 prime ministers. Actually put a freeze on social security payments for unemployed and pensioners. So for the last 20 years, aside from minor cost of living increases, there has been no increase to the pension in this country.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Ugh.
yeah, and you guys are giving yourselves pay rise and your pension
Yep.
increases and shit like that, and you don't care about anybody else. And then you turn around and you say, oh no, you guys are fine, but I can't live on $210,000 a year. Fuck off. You are just assholes. You are Absolute self-entitled assholes.
Yep.
So,
The bureaucracy of it is disgusting.
so yeah, we have the same bureaucracy problems that you do. That the difference is, I guess that we've been in a position where our our liberal government, which is not the liberal government.
Yeah.
Our party that is the more liberal party, which actually isn't called the Liberal Party because our Liberal Party is our Conservative Party. Go figure that out.
Go on.
But the Labor Party over here, which is our more liberal party, has, when they've been in power, been able to institute changes which have made more social nets available to Australian citizens. And most of those haven't been eroded when the Conservatives have been in power. So,
That's good.
This is where I need to speak up.
yeah, go for it.
Scott Morrison. New Start.
ScoMo. Well, what's he doing now? Is this something I haven't heard yet? Do I need to get pissed off again?
Yeah, yes, you do. Because
Okay, tell me.
let's put it this way. Every single politician that has got a right straight head on theirs, and let's be honest, there's not many that do,
Yeah.
has made a plea to Scott Morrison to increase the New Start.
Yeah.
The Shadow Treasury has made a plea to Scott Morrison to increase New Start,
Well, not
which
just
is basically
New Start and pensions.
New Start and pensions. Basically, it's like the dole. If you don't know what the dole is, it's like unemployment sort of stuff.
Yeah, you have unemployment benefits in the US, but you can only access them for a certain amount of time. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Unemployment lasts just a certain amount of time. If you want it to last longer, you have to reapply, and you are not at all guaranteed. You're not at all guaranteed it. In fact, in most cases, you don't get it.
Yeah, there are requirements you have to fulfill to keep it in Australia. Same with if you get a pension, whether it's a disability or if it's all these things. There are requirements for keeping them, but generally speaking, that safety net's there for everyone.
Yep. Well, get this. There's 2 points of contention. One, Scott Morrison said no.
Yes, well, that figures because he's an asshole.
Yeah, but this is where the major point of contention comes in. And I quote, "I don't want to lead the Australian public on."
What?
Yeah.
How? What?
Yeah.
Lead the Australian public on what? What the fuck? How does that even make sense? Did he have a Trump moment? Did he?
I think he had a Trump moment.
Oh God. I mean, he is a fundy Christian. He goes to Hillsong Church, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's not good at all.
I'm just trying to find the article right now. You are.
Do you want me to present you to the channel, Ozzy? Because at the moment, because Diana's the only one with a video camera, I've left her permanently presented because I'm permanently presented anyway.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't tell her that, so she probably.
I kind of figured that out as we were going along. Yeah.
I thought it looked funny flicking over to just people's initials. So if people were uploading, I think you can actually upload a clip art into this.
I'll be
but
turning
I'm not
on
sure
my
how you do
camera
it.
after I get dressed.
So yeah.
Sorry, the "I don't want to lead the Australian public on" must have been one of the titles of a article, because Scott Morrison actually said unfunded empathy.
What?
Unfunded empathy.
Yep.
So, I don't want to make you think that we could possibly ever afford helping out people, and we don't really need the empathy, is what he's saying.
Pretty much.
So I don't need to care about you because you're getting something anyway. So fuck off, even if you're living in poverty.
I'm.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. So he's a nice man.
Hey, at least you guys don't have Trump, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
but
putting it out
Trump's
there.
my vision of Trump is he's in everything he's done, he's just a poser.
Oh yeah.
He
He's a
doesn't really
complete
believe in
moron.
anything, except from
Exactly.
trying to get money.
Right.
He
And
doesn't
he has
care about
dementia.
America. He cares about his own ego,
Yeah.
and
No.
he is more or less a puppet for Pence.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to go through the whole article. I'm just going to get you to show this.
Yeah, are you gonna pop it up?
Yeah, I've popped it up.
Okay, I'll present you. There we go.
I'm not going to go through the entire article. I just want you to see this.
Unfunded
bold-
empathy. Scott Morrison pushes back on growing calls to lift news start rates.
Now read the bottom of that section. The bold part.
What the Scott Morrison has declared the coalition will not engage in
No.
unfunded empathy when it comes to
No.
raising the new start rate, and has ducked a direct question about whether he could live on the payment. Well, of course he couldn't.
No. Prime Minister Duck's question on whether he could live on $277.85 weekly payment, acknowledging it is quote unquote modest.
Yeah, that's not modest. That's pitiful.
Wow.
I mean, given the cost of your shopping over here, if you actually want to eat healthily, you almost don't have enough money for rent unless you're in shared accommodation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's speak about that as well, because I've just learned back when I had my fiance back a few years ago, that if we were both to join in the same household, that someone's camera is broken.
Whose camera?
Oh, there it is. Hey.
Hi, this is Katie.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Thanks
Hi,
for joining
guys.
us. We can go back to your topic. We can circle around. We were just talking politics.
Oh, were you?
We were.
I just was doing a funny get ready with me on YouTube. You know, like I was like mocking the beauty gurus, and I was just like pretending.
I'm actually getting ready right now in the dark.
Yeah, but you're not on video doing it.
No, I'm not. That's why
It was
I
actually
can't
super fun. I just love makeup. But
How did
yeah.
I get ready for YouTube? I brushed my hair. That was it. Screw it. I'm like, I was too upset about something else to care.
Fair enough. But yeah, I was just about to say before we go off to Katie, when me and my ex-fiance at the time were considering moving into the same house, we both questioned Centrelink about what would happen to our paychecks. Each of us individually would lose 40% of our pay
If you live together, yeah.
per person.
Yeah.
So that would be an 80% decrease, and then our rent would go up.
Yep.
So that's fucked.
It's so disgusting.
Insanity.
Yeah. The system over here is like, yeah, we can waste money on other things, but we can't help the people who are struggling. And it's like, there's this culture that everybody who accepts the government payment is a dole bludger.
Yeah,
And it's
I don't
disgusting.
understand.
And it was so entrenched that when I lost my job a few years back, I used up all my saving and went heavily into debt because I didn't want to go on unemployment benefits because I didn't want to be labeled a dole bludger.
I did the same thing here
Yeah.
in America because it's stigmatized in America too. And when I became disabled, instead of trying to file for disability like a sane person, I went through my savings instead.
Yeah, and this is nuts. We shouldn't have to feel like that. I no longer feel like that. I think the money, if the money is there to help you to make sure that you're not, that you can actually eat.
Yeah,
and that you don't rack up debts that you now can't pay back. You know,
exactly.
because yeah, I carry a fair bit of debt still. But that's not because of that. I did actually pay that bit of debt back. I carry debt because of my ex. So
Oh no.
yeah.
I've got medical debt. Medical debt out my ass.
Well, that's something I don't have to worry about in Australia.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're lucky.
although I do
Maybe
pay,
we won't
I
either
do pay
too
for
much
private
longer.
health insurance as well as having the government insurance. So.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah.
But that's because some things aren't covered, like glasses and things like that.
Right.
And I wear glasses, and dental isn't covered. So, which reminds me, I need to go and see the dentist. So it's a thing in Australia. You know how going to see a dentist is a thing in the US. It's not a thing here. I mean, we
haven't
do.
been to a dentist
You
in
do. You do
years.
when you've got a sore tooth.
Not me.
Wow.
I
If you
can't
can't
afford it.
Yes, well, that's the thing. You've got two cultures in the US: those who can afford and those who can't.
Right.
And that's partly here as well, but it's not as bad because we do at least have some social security. So, but yeah. Anyway, Katie,
Hi.
you want to talk about Yaniv?
Yeah.
Fun.
Hi. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're all good. Well, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, let's talk about the person who.
Dead, go for me, go for you. What am I talking about? I have no idea.
Let's literally talk about the person that asks little children about period pads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I fell down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I did too. I actually made a video about this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I write a column on Pathos, and then I have a YouTube channel, and I cover some of these creepazoids. And
like
someone
jelly
was like,
juice.
yes, yes.
Oh my, that too?
Yeah.
Oh God,
I subscribe to
Jelly
on
YouTube.
on YouTube.
I know who you are, Katie. I've
okay.
watched Non-Sec.
Yeah, Katie, you're one part of Digital Hammurabi, aren't you?
No.
No.
Wrong person. You still haven't figured out who she is, Ozzy.
No,
I know.
I have not.
I'm from Without a Crystal Ball, and then I have I've done a bunch of shows on Non Sequitur with Kyle called The Smoking Nun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fell down this rabbit hole, and I was like, "What the hell is this? I can't figure out what this is." Like, so she ends up. I don't know if you guys saw. She got her, or he, she. I don't even know what to call.
When she watched my video, I say their name at the beginning, and then I use non-gender pronouns like they, them, their. Because I said after I mentioned the name at the beginning, I am not going to mention this person's name again. I am not going to use any gender pronouns for them because they do not deserve the publicity.
Yeah.
Well,
they don't though, Diana. I mean, they deserve our ridicule. They deserve us to criticize the situation, but not the publicity that goes with that.
I agree in terms of they don't deserve the publicity. However, I'm not willing to go as far as to say that their identity should or shouldn't be called into question, because that's not up to me, and I don't care.
I didn't do it for that reason.
Anything to do with whether I don't think it has anything to do with that at all, and I think that people are focusing on the wrong thing.
Oh no, I agree with you 100% there, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to give them. I didn't want to give her the publicity from it. That was my point. I'm quite happy to accept that she's a she, even though I have my doubts of whether they're actually a genuine person or a Poe. My reason for that is that she fits so many of the tropes that the right wing and the TERFs and that lay out as being what trans people are to attack us. that it's just a bit weird. I mean, I dare say that given the size of the population of the Earth, there was bound to be one who actually fitted what they wanted. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that it doesn't put it in your head that this person's a Poe and is deliberately out to disenfranchise all trans people, and then by extension, eventually, all LGBTQ plus people. So, right. But even if they're not a Poe, the personal damage this person can do to that community is just as bad.
Oh yeah.
So I don't care which way it is. And I don't know, but my reason for not gendering her or saying her name terribly, apart from at the beginning, and I mispronounced it, but that wasn't deliberate. But I left it in. My reason was because I didn't want to give the satisfaction out there that I was going to give her coverage. I think that Blair White, even though I don't agree with half of what Blair does and says, Blair White was wrong to actually do an interview with her. That is giving her coverage she does not deserve.
I agree.
And Blair did it purely for the views, and that's as disgusting as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I did a stream about the interview, or the debate, and I got I literally got destroyed because I had the audacity to call Blair out for being a hypocritical in so much of beliefs related to the transgender people, and then not even that, how petty and nasty she was, and mean girl, and it's I don't even understand. If you're gonna have someone on your channel and you're gonna platform them just to humiliate,
then hear them, then hear them. Don't just sit there and be a bratty bitch.
But and all they did part aside, she shouldn't have platformed her in the first place.
Well, right.
I completely agree. And she even admitted to that. That's what was so hypocritical to me. At the very end of the interview, she says, Jessica, I just want to let you know that, you're never going to come out of my mouth again. I'm never going to talk about you on my channel ever again. My channel will have nothing to do with you ever again, because I don't want the likes of you or someone like you to be platformed on my channel. And it was just so ridiculous, because it's okay, bitch, you just got through talking to her for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Everyone already knows who she is because of you.
She got good views from the first video she did about it.
Yes.
And she was riding the wave of it, because Blair's all about the views and the money and shit, and she's a sellout. As far as I'm concerned, most of her content is pandering, and as such.
Oh, it is.
I don't even know if she's a sellout, but I don't even think it's even that. It's just she just wants to be. She's her video only a few days ago was talking about how parents that allow their kids to be transgender are mentally ill, and they're
because Blair is
my question for Blair is, how can you be transgender and hate transgender people so much?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because she has to shit on everyone else that doesn't meet her specific criteria and definition. She shits on everyone else that doesn't come up to her standard on her road to, quote, activism. That is her way of doing activism, is she shits on everyone else that she sees as beneath her, or that she sees as easy targets for the right, because she knows the right won't accept them. So she shits on them first, so that her conservative audience knows it's okay to hate them, because I hate them too.
Yeah, she's climbed to where she is by climbing over the bodies of other trans people that she's kicked.
Yep, exactly.
Which is why I don't have a lot of respect for her at all.
I mean, her pettiness is just what made me angry.
She's like that all the time. I don't have a lot of time.
Somebody's big and talking about what they look like and how ugly they are, and
she's got this preconceived idea of what a trans person is. She's very true scummy. You have to be on hormones. You have to have achieved a certain level of passing. You have to have done this. You have to have done that, and yet she fails as a true scum herself, because she's not going to have bottom surgery.
Exactly.
I thought
But
she
she-
had.
No,
She
no, no.
had-
Nope.
She's had facial surgery, but she's
She already
not gonna.
did videos about why she will not have bottom surgery.
Yeah.
Or about the fact that she won't be having bottom surgery.
Yeah,
And
because.
why.
But I mean, that really does.
So-
Given the quality of the surgery
What's
these
her,
days,
what's her, what's her justification then? If she says that she like criticizes everyone else for not passing, but then
Right?
if you want to go truly into like passing,
she needs
wouldn't
surgery. Yeah, well,
she
that's
need-
what true
Exactly.
scummies believe. Yes.
And you guys, I'm certainly not transphobic by any means, but I would think like, if you want to pass, right, wouldn't you have to have everything done? Like truly pass.
Yeah, if you wanted to pass in all women's spaces, you would have to have all the surgery done.
Correct, right.
Even Diana would agree with that, wouldn't you, Diana?
Oh, absolutely. And I'd love to have it, except for the fact that $100,000 is not going to fall out of the sky and into my lap.
I could understand if that was Blair's reason, as I don't have the money, so I can't have it, but I will one day when I've got it. But her reason is that she basically, paraphrasing it, is she likes sex so much she doesn't want to risk having not being able to have good sex anymore by having the operation.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Now,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
is
going to
exactly.
I'm not going to say.
But can't they do like the So one of my friends, May, you know May, right?
Yeah, I
You
do a
don't
show
know.
with May.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I love May.
yeah, May's awesome.
Yeah. So May is actually, I love May because she's so open about everything,
Yeah.
and she will like tell me, like she was explaining to me like how she wants to do a non-binary surgery. Yeah. And really like helping me understand sort of the non-binary transgender female, which I thought was awesome. Like I love when people are open and not afraid to have like the taboo conversations, or
Yes.
because like if you don't, if you talk about it, you can kind of help other people understand it. And
Absolutely.
yeah, like it amazes me that people would think that just because you don't pass to a certain level or you don't look a certain way that you're somehow like not, woman enough. But then yet in her mind, she won't she won't have the surgery to get rid of her or to remove the penis and do a vagina because she doesn't think that she can have pleasurable sex. But yet when I was talking to May, she sent me to this website of this woman that does surgery in California for non-binary and binary, and she's like very like specialized in this, and she's also a transgender surgeon.
Yeah.
And like I was watching a bunch of her videos, and from what she was saying is that you can have pleasurable sex.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you can have pleasurable sex.
Have you, I mean, I don't.
I had my surgery about 18 years ago now.
Okay. I always feel like, is it rude to ask that? Like,
No, that's fine. I've told people plenty of times. Look, in all honesty, if you met somebody in the street and the topic came up that they were trans and everything, asking them what they've got in their pants is rude.
right.
But it was different because I brought the topic up, so that's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I just have like a lot of I have a lot of subscribers that are transgender. I actually have one currently that is not yet transitioned, is still living in their work life as Scott, and then we call Scott Scarlett on my
I know
channel.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
She's actually been on Nuance Nonsense twice, I think now.
Yeah. And so I just, I think it's, to me, like, why does it matter what you guys like physically look like if it's what's on the inside, like if it's how you feel, and like for Scarlett, even though her physical appearance hasn't changed at all, she's absolutely a woman. And so, in every aspect, I mean, we talk about makeup and we gossip, and we giggle about things, it's just, I don't know. She's just a girl.
Yeah. No, Scarlett's awesome.
We talk about Sephora.
If you want to have a good discussion with a group of trans people sometime, we'll get you onto Nuance Nonsense one day when we've got a group of trans. I mean, the next show is about gun control, so that's not really the same topic. Yeah, but I will probably do a trans show after that, and I'll get May to shoot you out an invite for it, so you can you join us and have a talk to them.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to. I'm always trying to understand more.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I'm like a hetero flexible, whatever you call that, like sexually fluid cis female.
Oh, okay. So you're more pansexual.
Not pansexual. I'm I'm flexible in terms of like I'm married to a man.
Yeah.
But I'm attracted to women.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say. But I'm not like. I wouldn't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I wouldn't date women, but I'm attracted to them.
Yeah.
But I would hook up. But I would hook up with them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to have a relationship with them.
I am.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I count myself as pan for pretty much the same reason. So I'm attracted to both. I will. I'd happily do stuff with either. But if I was dating or in a long-term relationship, even though I have had a long-term relationship with another woman, I prefer guys. So
yeah. From a relationship standpoint, I prefer to be with men. It's just
same.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I ran into a lot of issues when I first started dating because of that. I was just like, wait, what? Why do you always leave me for a penis? What the hell is going on? I thought you were bi. Like,
yeah, and see, I would hook up with girls and stuff, and then they would like be very like on the complete opposite spectrum, you know, like lesbian. Yeah. And then I would try to explain to them like I'm not going to date you, like.
Yeah.
Like
that's why I use the term like biromantic, because I found that a lot of people, like most people that not most, but a lot of people that I've known that identify as bisexual, they are, however, they would not settle down and get married to the same gender. You know, they'll date you sort of as long as it doesn't get super serious, you know, but they wouldn't necessarily have children with you. Type of thing. So like, whereas if someone identifies as biromantic, okay, then that gives me a better understanding that you're more likely to actually want a long-term relationship with me. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm for sure that the first one you were talking about.
Yeah, bisexual.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. It's like, it's not that I dislike women. It's just the relationship.
It's just how you are.
Yeah, it's the relationship side of women that I don't want to be involved with.
I always used to say bisexual for myself, but after hearing Jimmy talk about pansexual and pansexual covering the whole gamut, because I'd happily be I'd happily be attracted to another trans woman, non-binary person, or whatever. So bisexual really doesn't totally cover that. And if I say pansexual, then I have to explain it to people.
Yeah. See, I'm one of those people that's like, I'm pan, but it's just easier to say bi, so I say bi.
Yeah,
like,
because then you don't have to explain it.
Exactly. Like, technically bi isn't just two, it's just
everyone,
more than one.
Yes. But most people,
so,
most people think that it's just, oh, you're attracted to only men and women, but everything else, no. Well, no, it means that you're attracted to people for people. I'm attracted to people because of what's in their head, not what their body is.
Exactly.
Although, admittedly, like, initial reaction is generally the body, but that's just human nature.
Isn't the mind sapiosexual?
Yes, sapiosexual.
Is it?
Yes.
Intelligence. It's when you're attracted to people based on their intelligence. Because I definitely, if someone is, I'll just put it this way, if somebody can't keep up with me, or if they're extremely stupid, for lack of a better term, and because I don't mean ignorant. Ignorance has a cure. I don't have a problem with ignorant. We can work with that. But if you're stupid, like you know better, but you don't care, you don't care about the facts, you don't care that there's new information, I can't work with that. I can't, and I definitely cannot date that. Like I can't. I'm not attracted to people that aren't interested in bettering themselves and learning. Like, I just, yeah.
Oh, Ozzy, whilst you're still in chat,
You guys,
Yeah, what's up?
I have to run. I gotta
Alright.
thank
No.
you so much for inviting me.
No worries, Katie. If you have any more questions, shoot them to me, or you can shoot questions to Diana about it as well if you need any other trans perspective
Well, thank
on
you
it.
for like helping to answer some of those questions because it's like hard for me to. I don't know. Part of me was like, maybe she is transgender and just a predator because it could happen. Maybe.
Yeah, that could happen.
It can happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that we're still human. That's
Yeah.
the point. The
Exactly.
being trans does not define a person.
Correct.
It doesn't.
And see,
And all the other gamut of humanity can be part of a person too, and that includes being a sexual predator. But
right.
it doesn't mean all trans are.
Right. And I said that in my stream and people were like, no, that's not possible. And I'm like, I could be a predator and be me, you know, like anyone can be a predator.
Exactly.
And who you're attracted to and what your gender is doesn't preclude you from being an asshole.
Exactly. No, not at all. Anybody. It just goes to show what everybody's been saying all along. It's almost like trans people are just fucking people, like the rest of us. There's good people, there's bad people, there's amazing people, and there's everything in between. They're just people.
Yep, that's right.
Crazy.
Well, I'm glad I'm on the same page. I'm gonna run. Thank you guys for joining me. I gotta try to get. I haven't gotten anything yet up on my column on Pathio, so I gotta get writing on something.
No worries.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good to meet you.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Enjoy.
All right, now I'll go back to the question. Ozzy, I was thinking of doing a song about you. But would that trigger you at all?
No.
No. Okay, cool. I'll give you a heads up. It's going to be to the tune of Mr. Sandman.
Oh, God.
That's awesome.
Mr. Ozman.
Yeah, basically.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm actually almost ready. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, now if I can just not, like, fall asleep, that'd be great.
Give me a tweet. Give me a tweet so that I'll never sleep.
Oh, no, it's going to be all about BDSM.
Oh, hell yeah.
My.
Hell yeah. That's my jam right there. That's my jam.
So as long as that's not going to trigger you, I'm happy to do it. I don't want to upset you over doing something.
That'd be fun.
Cool. Awesome.
I want to make
I was driving the other day and it came into my head and I'm like, I need to record this, but I don't want to do it without an upset Ozzy at the same time.
I want to make like a BDSM 101 video.
That sounds like fun. You want to do that as a stream?
Like an introduction. I could, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like and prefer live streaming, so I could definitely do that. It could be my first, my first stream that introduces the thing I talk about already.
Yep.
Come here, Spartacus. No, you can't go outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to join you in that.
Awesome. I'd like to have you. Yeah, I can just kind of ask around, and
I'm sure Ozzy would be
I know that some people...
Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. And I can see if...
and I'm sure Diana's falling asleep.
Any of the...
No, we're over here.
Hey,
Diana's like, I'm tired.
Diana.
Yeah.
Are you missing my webcam? I'm showing everyone dick cakes.
Oh, sorry. I will.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dick cakes. Hell yeah. Oh my God. That is just wrong looking.
Slow-mo dick cakes.
Dick cake and pussy pie.
You know there is a thing called pussy pie,
Yeah,
but it's not real pussy.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
I'm outside having a smoke, even though I shouldn't. I don't care. I just finished getting ready. Yay.
Yay.
No. No.
Sounds like it's saying mum.
Aww. I know. It does.
That's adorable. Mum.
But yeah, I'll have to see if any of the fellas that I know that are at least interested in BDSM want to join. I know some people that are part of the scene, and then I know some people that are just kind of interested in being part of the scene. But it would be cool if they want to join too. I don't want to out anybody, so it's their prerogative.
Well, you've got me. I've been researching the BDSM lifestyle since I was 15 years old. I only got into it when I was 18.
Awesome.
I've been
So
a
you
sub,
literally.
but yeah, it's not something I do very often.
Nice.
Mostly because I've gotten more assertive as I get older, and it doesn't work well as a sub.
I'm definitely a switch, but I can't. I don't know. Just like I can't top for everyone, I definitely can't bottom for everyone. And when it comes to like being a submissive, that's a very special role for a very special person that I haven't met yet. So yeah.
I can't be a dom. It's not in my nature.
It's definitely in my nature.
Yeah.
Just not for everyone. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, I'm looking around and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I totally want that person to be my submissive. Like, no.
Oh, no, it's certainly a situational thing. It's a thing. It's a thing about having fun at the right time.
Exactly. I was just going to say, sometimes I look at someone, I'm like, that's cool. Like, I really like the way that they do that. Or I really dig how they're playing with that. Like, I would love to play with that person. That could be cool.
Yeah, because playing's fun. I think that's the bit that people don't get when you talk about BDSM is that it's about play. It's about fun.
Exactly.
And it's not the lifestyle isn't
sex.
something that's there the whole time. It's just something that's
a bit
of
can
fun.
Be. For some people, it is a chosen lifestyle. They live it and breathe it 24/7.
Yeah, but not for everyone. And some people are just about having a bit of fun. So
exactly.
I'm one of those rare people that it's with me 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
really, Ozzy?
Same here.
Oh wow.
Like I kind of incorporate BDSM into my meditation routine. So, yeah, I do like
it was never that for me. It was always a bit of fun. Often ending in sex, but not always. Just depended.
Yeah. See, like I don't mix sex and BDSM.
And that was where I found out what you said about handcuffs with pads on them are a bad idea.
Fluffy cuffs. She hates the fluffy cuffs.
Yeah, fluffy cuffs are a bad idea. Well, I mean, that's how you get nerve damage.
Yeah.
Like, what? You want to use something thicker and that's made for that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, handcuffs get really uncomfortable after a while.
They do. And there are many, many more alternatives they're not just better, they're also safer, and they're cheaper because they're not metal. So no matter which way you slice it, you can definitely get something cheaper that does the trick.
And you got to make sure you use the right sort of rope because rope burn sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And have safety scissors. Oh my God. If you're going to play with rope, please, dear God, have safety scissors. Not kitchen scissors.
No, safety scissors all the way.
Yeah.
This is so strange. It's devolved into BDSM again.
Yeah, that was my fault. But that's because I had to ask you before I did it, so...
This is what happens when
Jeepers,
you
if somebody had jumped
stream.
into the stream just then, they wouldn't know what I was talking about.
I bet Nacho would have known what you were talking about.
Well, he would have assumed something.
Or Mirror would have known.
Mirror would have been worse. out of context quote. You're gonna cut that out of this stream, aren't you now, Aussie?
No, I only did that for Mero when she was doing that "Are you coming, Daddy" thing.
That was
You
Oh,
come. Whoa! You come into anything, do you?
No. Mero did this. She was reading this book from, I think it was the Jehovah's Witness thing, and she was playing her role. So she decided to be a little bit cheeky. So it's like, "Are you coming, Daddy?" Well, he came once at least. So what did I do? I cut it out. I spliced it up. I repeated the first few words repeatedly.
That's beautiful. That's great.
I gotta find her for you.
I'll have to represent you. Hang on a sec.
Hang on, no. Find it.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, it'll be a few minutes yet.
No worries.
But I'll have to post. I don't know. I'll go around Twitter and I'll post in the group chat just because, well, everyone in the group already knows that I'm freaky, so it'll be okay.
Oh, found it. I just got to download it now.
But I'll put group and also reach out individually. To some people that I know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jitsi actually tells us, so.
Yeah. And I'll let them know that I want to do a BDSM stream and see how. I can't talk. See who all besides us are interested, and
but 2 hours and 20 minutes. Wow, this is a long stream for me. Oh, well, I needed it.
Oh,
sorry. This is my personal self therapy.
There you go.
Just because I was pissed off.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I was pissed off. These things that piss us off.
Oh yes, found it.
Hang on. I'll make sure you're presented. There you go.
Oh, no, I'm still downloading it and everything.
Oh,
and
for goodness sake. Get it together, bitch.
Get it together, bitch.
Now, I just need to know. Hang on a sec.
What do you need to know? Who do you want to know?
Advanced audio properties. Dancing Thanos.
May's nearly home. She said she's going to drop in. But you probably know that because she said that in Angie's stream.
I just saw the banner notification. I love, I have to say, I'm loving this entire theme of the sexual humanist. Like,
it's
fucking
awesome. Isn't it?
I love it so much. I'm just like, oh, can I be like one of the gods of sexual humanism?
Okay, so tell me, can you hear this?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that was the Thanos thing.
Oh, cool. Well, if I can hear it, the stream can
into
definitely hear it, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so audio properties, monitor only, bring you up. Alright, so here we go, ready to present.
Yep, you're presented. Present yourself.
Coming.
Hang on, that did not work. Hang on, I did not have my camera on. Okay, that works. Okay, good. So here we go.
Okay.
You coming, Daddy? Coming. Aren't you coming, Daddy? Well, he came once at least.
I love that. That is awesome.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, that's great.
Poor Mero.
He hates me after that.
It's just mean. But
Hey,
fun.
did we lose? Oh no, just Deanna turned the webcam off.
Did she?
Yep. Somebody's gonna clip me out of context one day because I do so many. Every time I speak, like I have so many double entendres and innuendo. Like somebody's gonna clip the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it's just gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah. Bad.
That was an evil laugh. Like you're
Yes,
going to be
it was.
guilty of something.
Okay,
Okay.
my machine's beginning to act weird again. I may have to drop out, and
Oh, no.
there are things that I try to click on and they don't respond, and all this other happy
Oh, I hope you get
bullshit.
it sorted by the weekend, Diana.
So do I,
Yes.
because if I don't, I may not be able to be out there over the weekend. That will not be fun.
No.
Especially when
You need
stuff is coming
what
up.
I was saying to you the other day is you need somebody to help you do your show on Sunday.
Oh, so I did remember somebody saying that. Okay. I thought I remembered somebody saying that, but
That was
I
me.
didn't know whether I was remembering something that didn't happen.
I would offer, but given that I've got to get up for our show in the morning, I don't think I could do that and actually be functional for Nuance Nonsense. I mean, I've done that before when I've been on your show, but I'd actually have to think straight to produce, and I don't know if I can. And then do the other show afterwards. Who's in Diana's neck of the woods who might be able to produce for her? Actually, oh no, May will probably be at work. So, if May's not at work, why don't you ask her if she'll produce for you?
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think she's probably the closest.
Well, she's at least in the same time zone, so
Yeah.
What time is it?
Alrighty, we're gonna give this a
she's
shot. I may actually be
14
able to
hours
step back.
behind you.
14 hours only.
And Diane does her show midday, her time, so it'd
Yeah.
be like 2 in the morning for you.
Oh my.
Yep.
I'm up
Yeah.
at that time these days.
Sorry?
I'm up at these times anyway.
There you go, Diana. Aussie just offered.
Yes, I did.
Okay, this sounds interesting. Just gonna have to see what happens here. I'll
Are
know
you
what's
sure you're up
happening.
to it, Aussie, at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, you've got Diana
Awesome.
on the Twitter, haven't you? You guys can sort it out.
Oh yes, we've been noting
We'll
out.
find out what's happening because
Yeah.
it would be great if I could have it running by the weekend. We'll find out.
Yeah.
can have
Well,
it.
at least if you got somebody producing for it, all you have to do is have your camera running, and if you happen to drop out, the show doesn't drop. Which means you can get your camera back up and you can get back on.
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay, kids. In a little bit or something like that, I guess, because I'm going to have to reboot definitely.
Yeah, we'll probably still be here. So.
Okay. Enjoy, kids.
All right. See you
Alright.
soon.
No, it's Diane. What are you vaping?
Flavor.
Flavor? What flavor? Legal?
Yes.
Yes.
It's legal. It's just what is this called? I actually don't know the name of it. Where's the stupid bottle? I think it's just called Smooth. It kind of has like a caramel taste to it.
Cool.
Just like a hint of caramel and a hint of mint. It's very interesting. I like it.
Cool. And lots of people do it now, vaping.
Oh yeah, I've been big on vaping. Well, when I first started vaping, it was I had quit smoking for 2-3 years. Yeah.
Are you
I
back
had stopped
smoking because
smoking.
of the vaping?
No,
You just
I
vape.
started smoking. I mainly just vape. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started smoking. The first time I started smoking again was after my breakup. I had a 13-year relationship that ended. And so, yeah, I had a cigarette or mini cigarettes after that. And then I quit again. And I don't say I quit anymore. I just say either I am or am not smoking cigarettes. That's all I say. Like, for example, this month I've had, I don't know how many, not a whole pack, but because it's still here, but I've had a few cigarettes this month, but last month I didn't have any cigarettes. So it just depends.
Yeah.
I found it's more of like an anxiety thing. Like the more anxious I get, the more likely I am to smoke a cigarette. Either that or like I'm physically attached to my vape and you cannot get it away from me or out of my
I
mouth.
could probably handle vape. That would be all right. But I can't smoke cigarettes. I'm allergic to the tobacco, which is a good way to make sure I never got the habit. So
yeah,
but I have smoked marijuana.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In fact, that's how I survived being a teenager. Because if I hadn't have smoked marijuana as much as I did as a teenager, I'd be dead by now.
That's fair. Yeah. Probably same. I was smoking when I was a teenager pretty regularly back then. And it definitely helped my sanity, that's for sure. I wish it helped my pain, but unfortunately, it does not.
Is Doc still in here? Because it says he is.
I'm still here.
You're still here.
Okay.
You haven't spoken for ages, Doc.
I know.
You've been lurking.
I know. I'm sorry. I've actually tried to pipe in a few times, but I don't know. Y'all have a flow. You all have a flow to your conversation, and I don't want to throw too many pebbles in the water.
Oh, just bulldoze on in.
Yeah, that's what we all do.
Especially if I'm talking, because I
and I want to apologize to you for the other day, Lena, when I was talking over you. I actually couldn't hear you when we were on Mary's stream. Yeah.
You're fine.
I know, but Notcha told me off. He got all shitty with me. You're talking over Lena. I didn't even know she was talking.
Yeah, I don't. I miss Google Hangouts.
Aww.
I miss Google Hangouts. Well, because I've noticed that in everybody's stream, I don't think I've been in a single stream where there wasn't at least one audio issue at some point during the stream. There was always someone in the group that, like, the person hosting the stream could hear them, but the rest of us could not. Like, they just went silent on our end, and nobody could hear them speak. We knew they were speaking because the other person was speaking to them.
I know you got very important things to do. One last question. If you got into the office and you found out something about aliens, if you found out something about UFOs, would you let us know?
Well, I'll tell you, my wife would demand that I let you know.
Is your wife?
Well, alrighty then.
Okay, Ozzy, what was the point of that?
Sorry, I forgot that I had my voice meter thing on.
I thought your voice sounded rather strange there for a while.
You went a bit weird on us.
What the?
No, I was watching Joe Rogan just a little bit because I saw Bernie Sanders and Joe Rogan.
I don't like Joe Rogan at all. I've lost any and all respect that I had for Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
I just watch it for the hilarity factor.
Yeah. I used to watch, I used to get enjoyment from watching it. Now it just makes me angry, so I don't watch it.
Sorry about all that. I really am.
No, that's okay. It's fine. This is just it's not like we've got a particular topic here anymore, except that I wanted to get all that crap off my chest earlier, so.
You had crap on your chest?
Yeah, I'm really kinky.
I didn't realize that you were playing with somebody that was in a scat. That's scandalous. Scandalous.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people going, what the hell is Lena talking about? What word did she just say? Google is your friend. Look it up.
No. Do not look it up. And do not look up Blue Waffle.
Look it up.
And while you're at it, do not look up Two Girls, One Cup.
I never have, and I refuse to.
It's fake. It's so fake.
Oh, you think it's fake? I thought it was real.
Well, certain
I've
parts
seen
of
way
it,
worse than that anyway, so
yeah.
I didn't know what the big deal was. I was like, this is just another fecophiliac video.
Well, I mean, the gross out factor was why
Yeah.
everyone made a big deal about it. But I mean,
they're all pretty
some
damn
parts
gross.
of it, yeah, some parts of it are obviously, yeah, they're real, but other parts are obviously fake. I'm just saying, when's the last time you saw somebody take a crap that looked like ice cream?
We can hear you again, Ozzy.
That flutter jump.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's definitely possible.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't think it comes out like soft serve.
I am so sorry. I killed off the wrong one.
Oh, you'd be amazed at what's come out of my bum.
Yeah.
Oh,
would
yeah.
Would I be amazed
of
what went in or what came out? Would I be more amazed about what went in or what came out?
Right, that's going on.
That's probably a good question for Mirror.
I actually am referring to a specific event in my life that has nothing to do with what anybody's talking, and it's kind of gross.
Did it involve the words?
Yeah, I can stop if. No, it didn't. Fortunately.
There's a meme everyone knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
The gerbil and the lighter. No, my thing is only that, like, when I was a kid once, I was really into strawberry quick that gives you strawberry milk, and on an empty stomach I like guzzled a ton of it, and I had a pink poop.
Oh wow, pink poo.
That's that story.
Something new every day. Something new every day.
There is.
I never drank that much quick ever since, so. That gives you a strawberry milk.
Mute.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, yeah,
I
it's
was
audio
pulling up
issues.
YouTube chat.
That's what you get.
Okay, so I'm going to play a video and I want to see if everyone can hear it.
Alright, well, do you want to be presented as well?
Can you hear that?
No.
Thank fuck. I was trying to watch SDGQ.
What is that?
Summer Games done. SGDQ. Summer Games done quickly.
Ah, okay.
The marathon thing for Doctors Without Borders.
Oh, okay. So, everyone, here's how it's going to work. When May comes in, we go, oh, we're just wrapping up.
Yeah, and you know she can hear this, right?
Can she? Is she watching?
Well, it's live, isn't it?
Yeah, but is she watching?
Maybe.
She hasn't said anything in chat, so I don't know. We can try.
I'm just now getting to chat. Hey, chat.
It was nice meeting Katie.
I still can't place her.
You can't. She does. Her show with Kyle's normally on a used to be on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I've stopped watching Non Sequitur.
Yeah, I know. I quite like Katie, but she has heavily defended Kyle and upset quite a few people who have strongly supported Steve. So it's one of those things. It's a hard one because I want to try and keep out of it, but I kind of like Katie, so it's like yeah.
I stay
why I said
as
she could
far
come
away from it as I can. Like, I like the people I like. That's it. End of conversation. I don't have to pick a side. Leave me alone.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think there are faults on both sides.
Definitely.
I think at the moment Kyle is running into larger amounts of faults because he really needs to sort this out, and dragging it out is not doing anyone any good.
No.
Right.
But
it's only hurting him. You know?
I mean, his reputation is what he's hurting here. I mean, ultimately, it's going to end up all in court, and he's going to. You know, I don't see how he can come out of this looking good.
Right.
Well, you won't.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and yeah, I mean, I don't think that Steve has particularly made himself look good over it either, but he's going to come out looking a lot better than Carl does.
Yeah. I wish there was a time machine so that they could just like go back in time, and like I said, it should have never been public to begin with.
Yeah.
We like all of us are here. We shouldn't know anything about this shit. Nothing. I shouldn't even know about it.
We don't have a spot in this. Like, why bring it to the public? It's just gonna create a form of pressure that just shouldn't exist.
Yeah, and it creates a division that shouldn't even happen. I don't know why people are being so childish. Like, oh, you can't follow that person because they follow this person who follows this person who follows this other person that I don't like. Therefore, you can't follow them. And it's just like, are we in 3rd grade? Like, what the fuck?
Like, seriously, who cares who follows who? Just don't like someone if you don't want to follow them. That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. When I don't like someone, I don't watch them. It's that simple. I don't watch people I don't like.
You don't go on a tirade about it. Just don't follow them, don't watch them, and shut the fuck up.
Agreed.
Yep, 100% agree.
And I mean, this whole court thing could have gone completely silent.
Yeah.
So aside from your BDSM video, what else are you working on, Lane?
Well, I have notebooks filled with different topics and ideas and things I'm researching and stuff like that, because I keep getting sick every time I start to get ready to do something. So every time that happens, whenever I'm recovering, I just sit there and write in my notebook, like, you know, things that come to my mind. So I have a lot of different ideas for things that I would like to do. Some of them are still BDSM related. And like I have another Flogger review that I have to do. And then other things are, you know, just political, different political conversations about Trump, about his cabinet and his administration, America in general, and how we've kind of lost our place on the world stage, so to speak. Because we have, like, our allies are literally creating an entire organization that leaves America out of the conversation because the organization is specifically about America and the threat that Trump poses to the global dynamic of politics. So yeah, there's that. And then there's things like our welfare system, our prison system, the injustice behind that. I could go on for years. Anyway,
I wouldn't mind doing
lots of things.
I wouldn't mind doing a discussion video on the benefits of recreational drugs.
Oh, holly fucking Luya. I think everything should be decriminalized, legalized, taxed, regulated.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, done.
Works well.
And you know what? I think there are 2 videos that you should have a look at, Silver Lane, that you might look at in regards to America and Trump and whatnot. One of them is a music video from A Perfect Circle known as Fiddle and the Drum.
Okay. I know A Perfect Circle, so I'll definitely have to look at that.
It's an a cappella, a really fucking beautiful one and absolutely potent. It will make you cry, and if you don't have a fucking soul. Not speaking about you, just in general.
What's the name of it?
Fiddle and the Drum.
Okay, I thought I heard that right. Fiddle and I'm just gonna open this in my
Fiddle
browser.
and the Drum.
Oh,
There
I
it is.
thought May was
By
gonna-
perfect circle.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an acapella.
And
The
what
other
was
one
the
is-
other?
The other one was from mine. It was a sort of on the spot video called "I See." Dot.
Let me go to your channel.
And it's about 10 minutes long.
Awesome. I will definitely have a look.
And it's just me in a black background holding my chin thoughtfully, and it's just my voice.
Holding your chin thoughtfully, and it's just your voice.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing sexy voice, are you?
I see.
Oh, I see that. I see the IC.
You're doing your sexy voice, are you?
All right.
Oh,
I will definitely check those out.
behave, you naughty girl.
I love the sexy talk. Oh my god, can we? Oh, I can have you guys come on and we can do like BDSM ASMR.
Oh, that would be
And, like-
awesome. Oh yes, do that. That I want to do that.
Austin can read like BDSM erotica in that sexy voice.
Oh yeah, yeah, we got to do that.
Oh, Jenny, you've been a very, very naughty girl.
Are you gonna punish me, sir? Are you gonna punish me, sir?
I made Silver Rush. Yes.
Oh my god!
Please, sir. I'll be good. I promise.
And someone else just joined.
I'm dying.
It's probably May. It's May. She won't care. By the way, May, we're just wrapping up.
Yeah, just
Oh,
wrapping up.
wonderful.
No, I'm joking.
I just got.
Yeah.
I'm joking with you.
Okay.
They're doing BDSM ASMR and it's sexy as hell.
Okay. I guess if you're into that sort of stuff.
Sir.
Silver, my room, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I had the last time I did boy mode, I had half a time to tell the people who I was hanging out with, no, I'm detransitioning.
Don't mess with people's heads, May. You're dreadful for that.
She changed genders 4 times during one stream. Like,
3 times. 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
I'm
stop
sorry.
it.
I started, dude. I started in a gender.
All right, I've got to ask
it
a
was
question.
great.
Which one are you in at the moment? And she's paused.
May's paused.
We've lost May. Right, let's all guess. Play guess the gender.
I'm listening to some very, very...
Oh my god.
Yes. And I'm doing this at 1:37 in the morning. Wait for me
okay.
to wake up.
I swallowed my
Osman.
Coke. I maintained my record.
Okay, I'm so
Please
glad
punish
that
me. I've been such a bad girl.
Jen, my room, 10 minutes.
Oh god, you might lose your channel. I might lose my channel. What are we doing? No,
you can't lose your channel.
No. What we need to do is we need to get one of those normal erotic fiction novels that are written for housewives,
Yes.
right? And we'll do it as ASMR BSDM.
Oh yes.
So we'll grab a chapter out. We'll find one online. We'll grab a chapter out, and oh wow, we could do a regular thing of doing stuff like that. So a bit like the Bubble Road doing their chit tracks.
Oh my god, I should get the I need to get my hands on some transcript of Trump being stupid, and instead of it being stupid, y'all can make it sexy. And
No.
Oh come on.
Nope.
Make
Nope.
my politics good instead of instead
Nope.
of dumb and dementia.
Nope.
Come on now.
Well, America, we need a space force.
I'm not gonna use my voice for such debauchery.
Oh, but you'd do such a good Trump.
Nope. Nope. Not even trying. Nope. Not
He's
touching
like
that
hard limit. Hard limit.
I wouldn't touch
no.
Trump
Pineapple.
either, but
Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Wait, no. Banana, banana, banana.
oh dear. What was that about the safe word?
Yeah.
Mary was
The safe word.
Oh,
was
Mero.
pineapple.
Yeah, it was Mero's story, wasn't it? Yeah.
I love that story.
That's awesome,
great.
that story. Yeah. What a way to find out a safe word.
Now, when Mummy and Daddy are play fighting, if she hurts Daddy too much, he screams out pineapple in his most luscious, deep voice.
See, now that is a great lesson to teach children. Like, seriously. Kids need a safe word because everyone needs a safe word. So that way, whenever you don't want to be part of something, you can just say, Red, I don't want to have this conversation. Red, I don't like it when you touch me. Don't touch my shoulder. Red, stop touching my hair.
Welcome
And
back,
maybe an
May.
adult. Welcome back, May.
Hey,
And maybe
my computer completely froze, like the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Just nothing.
Sure.
So
I
you
know.
missed the question,
I had to do a hard
and we
reboot.
were trying to figure out which mode are you in at the moment.
What one do I look like I'm in?
No, the top is it could be either.
I'm going to say female. I don't know.
Femme fatale.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're
like
female.
I'm in me mode.
You're in you mode, yeah.
Me mode.
Me
We'll
mode.
just say I'm in NB mode like I always am.
You're in MB mode. You missed Katie. Katie joined us.
Oh.
Katie joined
Okay.
us. Not our
Oh,
guns.
yeah.
Yeah. So we had the chat with her to figure out stuff with her. Explain some of the stuff to her anyway. And
Yeah, she was asking me about Yaniv, and I'm like, I really haven't looked into this other than her being an asshole. Ask Jenny or not cursed. They know more about her than I do.
We filled her in on a fair bit of it, and I've told her to throw more questions. Diana was in before as well, so that was good. And
I just got home from work.
Katie's going to. I've asked her on one of our streams when we've actually got trans people on the stream.
Okay, yeah, I've kind of been, I like really wanted to have her on and wanted to.
Yeah, no, she wants to do one with trans people on, and you'll have to ask Scarlett because she knows Scarlett really well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I meant actually, Scarlett got involved with our show because Scarlett basically come out in the live chat on one of Katie's shows.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, well, if if you're just coming out, get in touch with me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so Katie wants to join in the chat and do something along the lines of what Shannon did, where she gets to ask questions. And
yeah.
So yeah,
definitely.
She wants to be in.
I was kind of avoiding. I was kind of avoiding her just because of the whole non-sec bullshit, but that's probably blown over enough too.
Well, it's not so much
I
that
really
that's
hate
blown
saying
off.
that.
It's enough. It's the case that the person you probably
they're leaving her
invite,
alone.
The person you couldn't invite in the moment, the two people you couldn't invite at the moment because of it are Steve and Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were really going after her.
I know they were, but they seemed to
had
be
a troll
off a
account
bit.
that were.
Yeah, I know, but
exactly.
It's all horseshit.
Oh no, I would absolutely love to have Katie on. She's
yeah,
great.
no, she's already great too. I asked her, so she's agreed.
Yeah.
Guys,
and
I think I might drop out.
All right, no worries, Aussie. You're going to join us on Monday. Well, it'll be Monday for you, aren't you? Well, assuming you're not knackered after helping Diana.
Well, this is true. No, I'm gonna help as many people as I can because I am bored shitless, and when I get bored shitless, I get tired.
All right, no worries.
And I'm not saying that I'm bored right now.
Yep.
I'm
You've just had a
I'm
long day.
Well, yeah, I had to go to spent hospital for about 4 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
I mean, if you want to produce our show, I would be happy.
I think he'd be a bit busy this Monday, so
Okay. Something just growled or belched. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, it was me. It was a belch. I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd hear it. I'm drinking a soda.
I just randomly heard it, and I was like, what the
This. Okay, so I make iced tea by mixing 4.5 liters of cold brew tea with a can of frozen lemonade usually. Ooh. This is really good. Instead of using lemonade, I used limeade this time, and it's actually pretty good. This is my first time drinking it.
That. I will have to try that next time. Because I do the lemonade and iced tea thing all the time, but I've never tried lime.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's kind of like my healthy drink. So what I do is I cold brew 8 tea bags in 4.5 liters of water. And then instead of putting any sugar or anything in it, I just dump a can of frozen Minute Maid lemonade in it.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm trying other stuff. I am trying other stuff instead of like lemonade. So I'm trying limeade. I'm going to try like fruit punch and stuff. Just for
that'll be interesting. Yeah.
So, that's what I'm doing. That's my healthy drink because I'm trying to drink less pop, and I drink a lot of pop. I also have a soda stream to help with that.
I am the Coke queen. I drink so much Coke. Like, my friend is making a shirt for my merch line.
I need some water.
Because I
just have too much extra weight to be able to drink Coke right now. My rule is I'm allowed. The rule is I'm allowed to drink Coke when I'm not at home.
I actually prefer Pepsi Max. So.
Oh, Pepsi. Ugh.
Oh, Pepsi's.
I like Pepsi products, but I hate actual Pepsi.
No,
7-Up and Dr. Pepper are great.
Pepsi Max is awesome.
Ugh. Any type of Pepsi is no poopsie for me.
Coke. The running joke that my friends have and that I say on my live streams is that I'm always like, yeah, I'm a cokehead. Drink it, don't snort it.
I'm a pepper myself.
I like root beer, but it's really hard to get here.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, root beer is just really hard to get. You usually have to go to a specialty store.
I used to hate root beer. Now I'm warmed up to it a bit.
If you're lucky, you can pick up an A&W root beer somewhere.
I like A&W. I like Barks. What's the other kind we have? I can't remember.
I want to try birch beer.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy sarsaparilla, and people go, but sarsaparilla is the same as root beer, but it really isn't. It tastes different.
You can get I can't get sarsaparilla.
Yeah,
I cannot get sarsaparilla. Nobody sells sarsaparilla.
Yeah, we can get sarsaparilla.
Miss sarsaparilla. It's really good.
But I prefer root beer to sarsaparilla. So.
I prefer sarsaparilla, but I just can't get it at all.
It's kind of rare around here,
Not
too.
for like 2 decades.
What are you doing?
Actually, I haven't looked. It's probably right there in my grocery store.
Yeah, oddly enough, if you go to Asian grocery stores here, you can often get A&W root beer.
Interesting.
Go figure.
That's very interesting.
Although I have recently seen one of our large supermarket chains have A&W in it, so maybe that's going to change. I actually wouldn't mind if we actually had A&Ws in Australia, because I actually don't mind A&W stuff. So
I like A&W. They're my It's a toss-up between Wendy's and A&W. It's a toss-up between Wendy's and A&W, who my second favorite burger chain is. My favorite is, of course, Harvey's, but they don't exist outside of Canada. Like at all.
So,
Harvey's, great
Burger King
burgers.
or Macca's? McDonald's.
Definitely Burger King, all the way.
Yeah,
I am
agree.
not a fan of...
Although we don't have any Burger Kings, we have Hungry Jack's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I know. I will go to I went to McDonald's yesterday. I wanted to pop. I got some Coke and an ice cream cone, and the McDouble for lunch, just because I was hungry. I just got out of my doctor's appointment. It seems that I'm going to have to force my doctor into giving me progesterone. So I actually am considering seeing if I can get some people together to do a stream for that on Friday, on No It's Nonsense. Yeah. Just because, it's going to be one of those fights where it's like, she wants to send me to an endo, and it's like, I am wasting an endo's time. I know someone who has also been forced to go to an endo for transition stuff, and there's a 1.5 year wait time for it. So I'm going to be wasting this endo's time to do something that you should be doing. So I'm going to have to put together, an argument. It's like it doesn't matter, Yeah, it's just something I got to get out, because now I'm starting to get pissed off. But my doctor has been great for everything else. Don't get me wrong. It's just that it's just that for whatever reason she has a problem with the progesterone. So I figure I'll be able to get her to come around. I just have to change. I've tried to make the technical argument like it's going to be shown to do this, and this. I'm not getting through to her with that, so I'm going to have to make a this is how I'm. I've been pretty much in the driver's seat of my transition up till here. I feel that I already knew more about HRT when I come in to this than you did, even though you have been, helping trans people since before we met. But, it's your job to help me with my transition.
No, absolutely.
So
it's like, this is
I'm
what
gonna
I
have
need.
to change.
This is what I need you to do for me. If you can't do it, then you're fired. Find me someone that will.
Yeah.
I can't change doctors. Yeah. That's the thing. I can't change doctors here. That's impossible in Canada.
Yeah, that's the downside of the Canadian medical system. It's really hard to change doctors.
Yeah.
See, we've got a mix.
I'm also going to make the argument. You deal with trans people a lot. There's going to be other trans people who are going to ask you for this stuff. So what are you going to do? Send every trans person who asks you for it and won't take no for an answer to an endocrinologist?
I can't believe there's a 18-month waiting list to get to an endo.
We don't have a lot of them because they don't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Right? They don't deal with trans people usually. The only reason my friend got sent to one is because she's intersex, and her doctor's like, you know what? You are too weird for me to handle. So I'm just going to send you to an endo, which is like horrible.
Well,
Shouldn't have done that.
I got to see 2 of them because I got sent to one when I first started transitioning, and he was a complete and absolute perv. And then when they figured out I was intersex, I got sent to a specialist in that particular field for
yeah.
So, and he was also an endocrinologist, and amongst other things, which I can't remember.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't need to see an endocrinologist. I just need you to write me a script for fucking progesterone.
But yes.
So I was considering trying to do a show. We don't need to do our shows. We don't need to do the gun show on Sunday, right? If we want to do it on Friday, that would work. So that we can get Jay in.
Yeah, we won't get Jay in. Jay's not available over the weekends. Remember, he's not doing his own show.
Yeah,
because of his son and that. Isn't it?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask
his
Ozzy.
daughter.
I forgot he's gone. His daughter or his son? I can't remember.
It's his daughter, and
His
he's
daughter.
finishing her tattoo.
That's right. So yeah, we I don't know that we get Jay on regardless, but I don't know what time suits what's the
Everybody else.
Yeah, I mean I mean we would have problems with other times if Ozzy's going to be on. Lanya, Lanya.
Yeah.
Is
But
there a
we
day
need
that
some
suits?
Yangs
Is
on.
there a day that suits you better than
Okay, here we go. This one.
If we changed
over here.
our cast day to a different day, was there a day that suits you better than Sunday night? You're fairly flexible,
I
aren't
don't
you?
think so. Yeah, I'm pretty flexible.
That's cool.
I don't have a whole lot going on. Most of what I have to go. What am I doing? Most of what I'm doing revolves around other people's schedules, so and not really my own. So
Alright.
yeah.
Oh, we'll figure it out with you then.
Yeah.
No, that's
Absolutely.
cool. So, are you wanting to change it, May? Is that better for you to change it?
No, I'm saying it doesn't make a difference for me. It's just we don't have to keep it set in that time.
Well, if you wanted,
it's all about the guests, really.
If you want to have,
and you,
well, I don't care. I mean, I can do any of those mornings, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or Monday for me. It doesn't really matter. And obviously, I can't do Friday morning, but that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest are fine. So if you want to swap it around, that's cool. I mean, there is. I mean,
it's just what the guests want. So don't. I'm just saying, don't feel like you need to be for the guests. You don't. Yeah,
well,
exactly.
We could ask Jay
don't
if
feel like
he could do a Saturday Friday night instead. It would depend what time he gets home from work and everything, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he is interested in doing the topics, so we could ask him. We ask Ozzy if he's available for them, because that also makes would actually be better for Ozzy if he's going to be producing Diana's show on the weekend. He's doing Diana's production because of Diana's computer playing up. Because that way, if she dumps out, that her stream is still going and she can just log back in. Whereas if she's doing it and she disconnects, it screws up the whole stream. So So yeah. So I'm cool with that. If you want to go with if we want to go with Friday night,
whenever the guests are available to come in, right? I mean, you were talking about getting Shannon.
Diana wants to do it.
Okay.
Elaine wants to be in. Don't ya? See?
Yes, I do.
So,
if we do it on Friday, we can ask Alexis to come in.
Who?
I think. Alexis.
Oh,
the NB from the podcast.
From the podcast. Oh yeah, because she's got big opinions on that stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah, she carries.
Yeah, so she's
has a
actually
carry license.
Yeah, she's got a concealed carry license, so she has an entirely different opinion to most of us. So that, but she still believes in gun control, though.
Oh yeah, no, but like she carries because she kind of needs to. It sounds like in her
or where she is, they've been threatened a few times. Although, of course, if we will have to make this stream adults only if we have Alexis on.
We'll have to make the stream adults only if we have you and Alexis on, or just you on.
Shut up! I'm not that bad.
My friend argues that he has to make it adults only anytime I'm on.
Yeah. I think we'd have to make it adults only because of the topic anyway, because YouTube might get a bit funky with us talking gun control. The way we probably... Yeah, because I think we're all going to get a bit verbal about it. So.
Oh, yeah.
So anything that involves guns and gun debates, I mean, that would definitely catch the algorithm.
Especially if I get the gun out again.
Yeah.
What, like this one?
No, an actual gun. I don't have it out here.
You have a
so.
gun.
I love when she pulls that out.
No,
you have a gun. I thought you don't.
I don't. It's a well, it was a real gun. It's an art piece.
Oh,
now.
it's deactivated. It's deactivated.
Oh, it's way more than deactivated, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is knackered.
It's totally filled in.
It's been filled in.
Filled
in. It's been destroyed
well,
basically.
That's what we mean by deactivated.
Yeah, but you can deactivate it. Permanently disabled. Yes, they actually filled the entire barrel and have locked it. You can't cock it or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was destroyed when it was done. And this is a Second World War service revolver, Australian service revolver.
Okay.
So it's got wrecked. It's a piece of history and it got wrecked.
Isn't it M1911?
God, I don't know. I'm not into guns. It was my great uncle's. So that's all I know about it.
I mean,
I will bring it to the stream. I will bring it to the stream, and you can have a look.
I mean, a lot of people I do like still going with,
Whose stream? That was on your stream, Lena, wasn't it? That I got it out.
Oh yeah.
There's another out of context quote. It would have been better if May had said it though.
If you could start the chat sometime with people who've already agreed to come in, that would be great.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember everyone who agreed.
Oh no!
I was asking people as we were in shows, so
yeah.
I've lost track.
Well, you might want to put it in
I'll put it in
that originally got started for Doc, because a lot of the people, like you said, it was during.
I think we'll just put a question out in there. We'll put the question out in there, and anybody who was part of Doc's thing, if they want to join us, they can. Did you want to join us for that, Doc?
For what?
The discussion on gun control.
What? When is it?
That's what we're figuring out.
Oh.
Well, normally our show is Sunday night, but we were thinking.
Right.
May was saying we might change it just to make it a bit easier on people.
Yeah.
I think the person we really need to talk to about making it easier on is Ozzy, because he does so much producing.
Yeah. I'm really only normally available like after work and before bed. So like I would say safely 8ish Central in the morning.
Yeah, so we do it even.
And until about 3 in the afternoon. I just hit puberty again.
Oh, trust me, I know the feeling. I just restarted mine after 14 years of it not. After about we'll say 17 years of it not going. So.
So while I have a moment, my roommate did have a question for y'all, and it's actually quite relevant to the whole gun control question. Or it wasn't so much of a question he had. He just showed me something. Apparently Uruguay and Venezuela have issued warnings to people thinking of vacationing in the United States or traveling to the United States.
Because of the number of
because of the recent shootings, and they listed the top 20 most dangerous cities in America.
It doesn't surprise me.
Baltimore, and the article listed 3 of them. I already forgot. I think Baltimore was one of them. I don't know. But they're warning people to stay the hell away from the United States.
What's
that
sad
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. What's sad, though, is that I can think of a whole host of people, like Americans, that are instantly pissed off the moment they heard or hear this news, the moment they hear that people are being warned not to go to America because of all the shootings here,
Yeah.
they're going to be
Yeah.
outraged. Like, how dare they? Oh my God, we're so much better than those countries. How dare they pass judgment on us?
And here's the thing: they're the ones who the second they hear someone speaking a non-English language, they'll get mad and tell them to go back to their own country.
Yep, 100%, 100%.
Yep.
It's depressing.
Even though being bilingual is one of the most sought after skills whenever like applying for jobs. They
unfortunately, that
want
happened in Banff National Park here in Canada. It was really depressing, but Banff is in fucking Alberta, and Alberta is basically the Texas of the North. I fucking hate Alberta. They even have a stampede. They have the rodeo. They have the Calgary Stampede. It's a
boy. I hate rodeos.
Yeah, me too. It's
I hate rodeos. I hate the running of the bulls. I hate all of the animal fighting for show bullshit.
Right?
They don't do animal fighting or any of that.
I mean, like in America, they like throw fucking spears into the poor animal.
Yeah.
Ugh,
and it's fucking bullshit.
It's a very, very inhumane, very slow death. Like,
Yeah.
it's very strange to me because of all the laws that we already have, surrounding like animal abuse. But yet you have games like that people they whenever you bring up, trying to ban it, they're like, but it's a sport. What? Okay, well, just because it's a sport doesn't mean that that it's like not antiquated and it should be done away with because it includes the very slow, torturous death of an animal. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's just wrong as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. For the animal, it's fucking survival. For the humans, it might be sport.
Exactly.
And it's despicable.
Yeah.
Fine, you know what? Fine, call it a sport. Doesn't change how fucking atrocious it is.
Exactly.
Sports suck anyway.
Yeah. I've never
Hey,
been much
hey
of a
now.
sports person.
That's my opinion. I hate sports, but that's me.
I love sports.
I don't hate people who hate sports, but
I've never been into sports. Other than like I used to play football a long time ago. That was fun. But I don't like to watch it.
Hockey is life. Hockey is life.
I have to admit I was getting into Ninja Warrior. It's about as sport as I get. And and that's mainly because it's like one person pretty much against the environment instead of people competing against each other.
Right.
It's all about it's all about the hockey deer here, eh? But I'll play hockey just as soon as I'll watch hockey there. So yeah, I even have my own hockey pads. I have my own goalie pads. I don't have ice goalie pads, but I do have goalie pads. I haven't played hockey in far too long there, but I really would like to, eh? But since I can't play all that much hockey there, I just like to watch it. And part of the best thing about it is that I live in Laffer country here, so I get to laugh at the Laffer fans just because that their team kind of sucks. The real name of the team is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Leafs Leafs is it's an acronym, right? It stands for losing even after 52 seasons, eh? All right. Oh, I just realized something. My this is more for Jenny than anyone else. My birthday party is going to be on August 18th, which is a Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So we will have to do our show. Either you'll have to do a solo show, or we'll have to do our show
Well, I could do
a little
that.
bit.
That's not a problem. Well,
Yeah, or we'll have to do our show on another day.
yeah, I'm fine with either or, whatever.
So okay, what is it? What is the? Okay, good. I'm just looking at stuff for Katie here. I'm going to see if she wants to do one on the 25th. Then get that organized real quick, real early.
Yeah, if she's around still. Okay.
I
think I figured
didn't
out what I did
Ethan
wrong.
also want to be a part of the gun stream
Sorry?
since it was something that he already talked about? I said, didn't Ethan also want to participate
yeah,
since it was
probably.
something
he
he had
probably
already
would.
spoken about?
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right,
I think you
go ahead,
asked
get
him,
on.
and he was like, "Yeah."
Oh, is that what the end me? Is that what Inquisitive Quandary's thing and me is in the chat?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the chat.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I need to look at chat. I'm in the kitchen, putting some waffles in the toaster.
Ooh, waffles. That's a good idea. Waffles is a great idea. I need to buy more syrup from Nikki, but
I'm
that
getting
is
to
a
the point
great
that I might have
idea.
to go to bed. Do you want to take over me?
Yeah.
No, I have a lot of
No.
other things I actually need to do.
Yeah, this has been great fun. This is fun. I don't normally like having really long streams on my channel, but this wasn't about making content for my channel. This was about having a good chat with good friends.
Yeah, that's. But well, that's kind of why I was on like all day Monday. It's just like, okay, I don't have much better to do. I'm enjoying chatting with people a lot. I'm just going to stay on until I can't go anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
This is about being
That's
friendly.
why we went
I
home.
threw the link out to anyone in the group who wanted to join, and we'll just join, have fun, have a chat, shout out Doc a few times, and just see if anyone.
Yeah, donate to Doc.
Donate to Doc.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
not that this is really a continuation. It's just
no.
Just having
it's
a chat.
not just. Yeah, I would do these a whole lot more if people would join them. Yeah, and it's the best thing is, you know, what you told me yesterday, Lenya, and no, you're not the only one who said stuff like that, and it's like, I don't know, I don't have words. Like we're doing a lot of good, so with our show, Jenny.
Actually,
So
doesn't orange sorry, purple, orange, yeah. Doesn't purple normally do a midday show or something?
on Tuesday.
Oh, that's Tuesday, is it?
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thursdays are the midnight streams.
Yeah. I can't do those
I'll be
anymore.
able to catch. I'll be able to catch the midnight one this time. I got Thursday off. Hoorah!
Cool.
Yay!
Yeah,
At least I'm supposed to.
I was just saying you guys could follow over to Purple, but of course Purple's not doing anything, so.
No.
Hopefully, Purple is asleep and getting some bloody rest.
But yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Poor
tired
guy.
last night. I was tired yesterday evening, right? So.
Well, hell, when I came and joined you, I was delirious. I'm just like,
you were delirious by the end of your own one.
I know. Oh, Silver lost her mind a long time ago, like on Monday. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
And wasn't it Angie that ultimately put in the most hours? 25 out of the 56.
Oh wow.
So are we definitely going to do BDSM ASMR?
I don't know.
We can incorporate it, but I will definitely be doing a BDSM 101 stream.
We should try doing a BDSM ASMR during that
have
stream and see how people respond.
You go ahead. That's not my thing.
No, I figured it wasn't me. It was just hilarious when we were mucking around with it earlier. We'll take something serious. Why don't we find
if I incorporate it in that stream, it'll probably be like at the end of it. You know, like after like we've talked about all the things and I've answered questions from the chat and things like that. Then like at the very end, we could do it like for funsies and see what everybody thinks.
What I should do, I should find a Theresa May speech and a Theresa May speech on Brexit. I know it's got nothing to do with either of our countries, but I think it'd be hilarious done as BDSM ASMR.
Okay, so I actually have to ask. Okay, so I actually have forgotten whose stuff I'm supposed to be on, because I'm going on Neil's channel sometime on the 26th at 4.
Yeah.
And then Christy wanted me on her stream at some point, but I forget when.
You'll have to ask them.
So I don't even know where that chat went. Is it this one? I have to find her. There we go. Message. And
then we got to figure out a show that Katie Joy would like. Why don't you actually talk with Katie Joy about what she would actually like the topic to be about?
Yeah, we can do that. I asked her if she wanted to do the 25th, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which is what reminded me I was on Neil's and that someone else asked me to come on and then I remembered who it was.
Tony, I agree. I definitely think it's both. Like I think it's both of those things. Some people just want to keep the drama going, and then the last part of that, yeah, I agree. I think that there are both people that are just trying to cause drama, and then there are people that are super loyal to one
both
side
sides.
or another, and yeah, and because of that, they say some of the stuff that they say publicly, and somebody has a problem with it, and then everybody gets into a public fight about it. So this is why I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's generally how I feel about most dramas. It's like, screw it.
Same. I
mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for a decent. I'm all for a good dumpster fire, but
this was not the dumpster fire to have.
Which dumpster fire was it?
Non sequitur show.
The non.
Oh yeah, that's a bad dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple of them this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I think really it's just a continuation of one really long dumpster fire. that just keeps we keep thinking it's out, but it's smoldering, and then
something else catches fire next to it. Yeah,
someone just dumps some gasoline on it, and throw some more garbage in the bin.
Well, I was actually talking about the. Well, no, you're talking about there's a dumpster fire because of personality clashes within the atheist skeptic community in general.
Yeah, but it was like, if you look at it, right, it was the whole JF thing that caused everything to go downhill. Jean-Francois.
I cannot stand that person.
Neither can I.
From what little I've seen of him, he seems pretty awful.
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
He is a extremely racist asshole that Nonsec had on twice, and that started the first dumpster fire. That's where Maddie went crazy and just started being an asshole to everybody. And then they had him on again, and it was even worse. And they had a racist. They had a racist having a discussion. They had two racists having a discussion with each other, One was a white nationalist and one was a black nationalist.
Oh, that would have been a
Basically.
dumpster
They didn't
fire and a
find
half.
out.
They weren't.
They didn't find out until they started talking about nationalism
Oh no,
and
they knew.
ethno states. Like as soon as
They knew, but they were
both
trying to
wanted
keep
nothing.
the discussion away
Yeah.
from that. And then continuing on, then people started not liking them, and then it really came to a head when the whole RR thing started up, is where people really started getting on Steve, and then Steve started just literally lashing out at pretty much everybody in existence. He fucking what he did to KC was horrible. Trying to argue that she's not an engineer and neither is John. And then it just went, and then he just continued on this, I hate atheists who don't agree with me thing. And it's all about the I hate atheists that don't agree with me thing for him right now. So
yeah.
And I agree with him, but I kind of agree with him on the whole atheism thing, but I disagree with his actions on it. So he's just, and I see it. He's intentionally trying to. I'm just trying to find something to prop my thing on properly. He's intentionally trying to alienate certain parts of the atheist community.
Yeah.
And now he's being a manipulative asshole to people who aren't taking his side.
Yeah.
So
what
I don't think
understand is I saw a very specific stream that two actually, that included a large portion of them with Steve saying that he doesn't like the drama, that he's not happy about it, that, have I done things that are wrong? Yes. Or are there things that I wish I could take back? Yes. But blah, 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 and, continuing to talk. And then he's
continuing to do the drama.
Right. And like in those streams, he literally said, I don't want this to be the focus. I don't want everyone focused on this. I don't want to make it my channel. I don't want to make it my quote brand, if you will. And he said that he didn't want to tear the community apart and that he didn't want people to keep going after people. And then made a joke about how if people went after, GE and Casey, like he didn't care. That was fine because that was different. But yet he continues to do regular weekly streams. The longer that this matter isn't settled, he said he will continue to do those streams. So it's like the dog, it's like the snake eating its own tail. Like,
yeah,
you say you don't want part of the drama and you don't like it, you don't want to continue it, but that's exactly what you're doing when you do those streams. You are continuing the drama.
Exactly.
I can understand Steve being upset about it though.
Absolutely.
But I don't. He went about this wrong. He didn't need to air it in public.
Publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So same with anything. If you've got a way out there, something that is going to cause conflict in the community, how about you do it not in public?
Yeah.
But no, Steve.
At least first.
Problem with someone,
Steve is talking out of both sides of his mouth.
That's what I do. Yeah, he is.
Right? So Steve is talking out of both sides of his mouth.
The other side of that
I still don't.
Kyle needs to make things happen a bit quicker so that this goes away quicker. Kyle has, in a sense, dragged his feet on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I still don't understand.
I think with the way Steve is acting, I would be dragging my feet on it just because he's being an asshole.
Yeah, okay, maybe he is, but that doesn't mean you have to be an asshole back. And by being an asshole back, you're making it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Making yourself look bad.
I also wouldn't have handled it the same way that
Angie!
Kyle handled it. So, do we have someone new in here?
No, we got Angie in chat.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I don't see the chat. I could go
Angie.
and.
I have delayed chat, so I see it like at least a half a minute late.
Let's see here.
You're welcome
But
in,
I
Angie.
still don't. I still don't understand Steve's whole thing with atheism, agnosticism. I still don't quite. I mean, I listened for a long time, tried to understand, but
From a philosophical point of view, he's more or less right, but that doesn't help the average person.
That doesn't change, right? Because it doesn't change how we use those terms colloquially.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's the same.
Right.
It's the same
Well, his
argument that
problem is
pisses
Steve
me off
doesn't
with
want
Steve when he talks about biological sex.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm even still trying to understand what's the philosophical agnostic and how does it differ from. I mean, pretty much I've always been taught agnostic means, I don't know. My position is there a God? I don't know. I'm not going to say there is. I'm not going to say there isn't. I just don't know.
That's basically it, and that's the difference between that and an atheist in the philosophical sense is that an atheist believes there is no God, right? So,
from a
and then there's then there's the whole thing, the difference between like some atheists, say there's that difference between not believing there is a God and believing there isn't a God.
well, if you don't believe there is a God, right? If you don't believe there is a God, then what do you believe? That's the question, right?
Well, and I really wonder what the difference is. I was actually okay. Yeah, I can. I guess there's a difference, but to be honest, I don't know if I understand the difference.
Okay, well, there's many different types of non-theists, right? There's
right.
There's there's agnostics, there's atheists, there's a couple of more. There's
anti-theist. Yeah.
No, anti-theist. No, anti-theist has nothing to do with belief. You can be a believing anti-theist. Oh
yeah.
Have what is it? You have anti-theist or theological non-cognitives, and there's a whole bunch of different ways you can be a non-theist. If you're looking at a philosophical paper, an atheist is someone who believes God does not exist or believes no gods exist.
Right.
Which is where I am. I don't believe any gods exist. Do I know whether or not any gods exist? No, I don't. Right? I don't. I don't have that knowledge, but I have made a. But I have, made a. I don't believe that they exist. If they do exist, I'll change, and I have reason to believe that they exist. I'll change my position on it later. The problem is a lot of the people who are just like, oh, I don't hold a belief in God. Well, what do you believe, right? Do you believe gods don't exist? It's just kind of I kind of had the same thought on it. It's just kind of like you're not being clear.
If you read my Twitter handle, you'll see I say that I am agnostic towards the existence of a god, but I am probably atheistic towards yours.
Yeah.
Which is the honest position, because unless, of course, somebody puts up a proposition for you to argue against, your position is really agnostic. Saying you're an agnostic atheist isn't really accurate.
Well, no, because the thing is that an agnostic, right, has will say I don't have enough, I don't have enough information to decide whether I believe or disbelieve whether I believe a God does or does not exist. So you're suspending judgment. I have not suspended judgment on the proposition. I believe gods don't exist.
Yeah.
Now, do I know that to a 100% degree
absolute
of
certitude,
No, I
and
don't.
there is nothing absolute. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
But
So
you can be
Really?
fairly certain if somebody proposes a particular god. So you
Yes,
can be
exactly.
atheistic you can be atheistic certainly about a god. So, but
Yeah.
could you be
And-
atheistic
and
about
my-
all of them? No.
My position
I am.
is
I am, though.
that
I believe they don't
Yeah.
exist.
right. My position is that I believe humans made them up.
Yeah.
I believe they do not exist. I believe it's all comes from the imagination, and not just imagination, just the long journey of understanding and learning about our world. And in the earlier times, it was the closest to science they had.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they hadn't developed science
It's how
yet.
they
Or
explain
we.
things
I
like
can
the
totally
weather
see that,
and
but
rain and
I can also
storm.
see
Yeah.
that there's no way you could argue there's no way you could honestly say that there could not be a deistic god.
No, I'm not. I'm
that's-
not saying that. I'm saying that I don't believe any exist. Right? It's really just.
Right.
It's really just. It's kind of a. It's really just kind of a difference in how we're saying the same thing. Like I'm saying, I don't believe they exist. If they do exist, I'll change my mind. Of course, I'll adjust my belief, right?
Mhm.
But I don't believe any exist. As opposed to, I'm going to suspend judgment on it until I have the information. But since I believe that if there is any gods, they're not going to show themselves. They're not going to, at the very least, at the very most, if there is a god, it's a deistic god and doesn't care whether we believe in it or not. At this point,
and at
where
that
it would
point,
be-
does it matter if
Right.
you have a faith or not? So, yeah,
So-
that's
They-
my exact position. But I would.
They either can't or won't interact with
That's
us.
why I always explain my
Yeah.
position that basically I'm agnostic towards there being, is there a god, to the question of is there a god. But if you propose to me a god, I'm going to be atheistic towards you because I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
can pull that god apart.
Yeah, well,
That
my
sounded
position
wrong.
is my position is I could be a god, or sorry.
Oh,
my
you
position
missed
is
that
there
discussion,
could be a-
mate. We all decided we were gods the other night.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Hey,
say my position is that I am
the
a
god. I am the god of I am the god of the entire fucking LGBT plus, or I'm the god of the entire GRSM, except for a spec. Asexual, agender, and agender, I am the entire god of all of the LGBT because I am the entire LGBT or GRSM or whatever.
You
with
are
the
May,
exception
eater of genders.
Eh?
You're May,
GRSM
eater of
god.
genders.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm the patron saint of the GRSM. Saint May of Gayness.
Saint May of Gayness.
I like the GSRM acronym. I don't know how
Yeah, I
everyone else
do.
feels about it, but I really
ASMR,
like it,
GSRM, BSDM.
Oh my god.
It has
BSM.
GRS in it, but I don't use
GSR
it because I'm not getting my gender reassigned. I'm not getting my sex reassigned either.
GSRM, BDSM, ASMR.
I'm getting gender completion surgery. But really, like it's all just a difference in how we're saying it.
Yeah.
Like the difference between Jenny and I's position is pretty much just semantic.
Yeah, and it's the same for Steve. All of his thing is semantic, and he's being a bitch about it.
It is.
He's being a little
Yeah,
bitch
and
about
that's-
it.
That's my problem too. I'm trying to get to the damn truth of things, and we seem to still need to develop a language
Steve's
that freaking
deliberately being pedantic
communicates.
about it because he's an asshole.
Well, I have actually.
I like Steve, but he's definitely an asshole.
Yeah. Like
he'll tell you he's an
here's
asshole.
the thing.
Yeah.
Steve just doesn't like being called an atheist. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
call him
being
an
a
asshole,
pedantic
just don't call him an
bastard about
atheist.
this just because he doesn't like being called an atheist. Well, fuck you, Steve.
Well, no, I mean like.
But
I
he
can't ask
is. In the same sense that I call myself an atheist, Steve is, because he doesn't believe Yahweh exists. He is an atheist towards Yahweh.
Yes.
Yeah,
but his overall
aren't you technically an atheist toward every god you don't believe in?
You are.
So unless you believe in absolutely every flipping god ever imagined, which would be a hell of a lot of them if you include Hindu, because they have thousands of them.
No, you're not.
Or whatever it is.
No. That's not a thing. That
Okay.
It's like if you are a Christian, you're a theist. Just because you don't believe in other gods doesn't make you an atheist. It means that you have this belief. You're a theist. Right? So you're not an atheist.
It doesn't make you atheist toward another god like Zeus.
Well, there's different types of theism.
Well,
right?
no, because you're not.
There's
Because you can. Because you can have someone who believes in a god who isn't a theist, like maybe a deist or something, right? So
yeah,
right. I suppose yeah.
Don't like being called theists. So it gets really complicated. I use the same thing that I use. I have actually used trans arguments against or in support of Steve. Right? It's like calling Steve doesn't want to be called an atheist. He's not an atheist. He's an agnostic. Don't call him an atheist. Just like you wouldn't call me a dude, assuming, some binary trans person a dude.
I think of dude as a non-binary term. I call.
Yeah, so do I. That's the problem with that argument. Dude.
I mean, you can call me male stuff because I am, but yeah.
Yeah, no. I had somebody have this argument with me in Twitter, and I was saying that, dude, they were complaining about people saying guy and dude, and I said it's totally cultural. And if you're going to get upset every time somebody says something that's okay in their culture and you don't like it in yours, then you're actually the one being an asshole, not the person who used the word.
Yeah, because for
exactly.
example,
like I
here, if you just go in the street and you're like, "Hey dudes, what's up?" I can guarantee you, every single person in the space that you just entered is going to turn around and go, "Huh? Good, doing good. How are you?" Men, women, doesn't matter.
Children,
everyone,
pets.
people respond to people.
My best friend turned around and looked at her group of our group of 100% cis friends because we were taken off, and she said, "Bye, guys," and they were all 100% cis women.
Yeah, because it's not in that sense. It's not gendered. Now, you may get an asshole who is deliberately going to say words like that and apply gender to them to be an asshole to somebody who is non-binary or trans or whatever. But they're being an asshole just for being the sake of an asshole. They're abusing language to be an asshole. Those words are not the problem.
And I use actually the same argument against slurs being a thing, but like I forgot what. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something else that was pertinent.
Kind of must have been a lie, mate. Sorry, my mum used to. My mum says if you forget what you're saying in the middle of it, must have been a lie.
Well, I'm still brain dead from the last couple of days.
You were going to say brain shit, weren't you?
No, it was a thing.
It was a thing.
Like I really don't. You can't. I can't say anything because I identify as both. I use both pronouns. This, no matter how much you don't think I can look like a guy.
Well, I asked you today which mode you were in.
That's good. Does it matter?
No.
It doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
If I was going to try and do guy mode, this would probably be as close as I could get.
But from the sounds of it, but from the sounds of it, you were already not that far off before you started.
Yeah.
Lucky. I'm sure that if we saw pictures of you in your teens, you wouldn't look much different. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except
I
for
don't have any
older.
pictures of me as a teenager. I've got pictures of me as a baby. I was adorable. And I had platinum blonde hair.
I've got nothing but I had platinum blonde hair when I was up until I was about 5 years old. Now it's this.
I'm getting my haircut. Hey, she didn't phone me back. I'll have to phone her tomorrow. I was supposed to be getting my haircut.
I'm just trying to figure out what. I asked Katie what she wants to do as a topic, but she hasn't got back to me yet. So.
Oh, you saw me post my wench pic, did ya? That was Aussie. We were talking about wench. Oh no, it was with Diana actually, because we were talking about giving people wenches in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Talking of wenches.
What,
Hey, Nerdy.
how long ago was
when
that?
did you join, Nerdy?
How long ago was that, anyways?
Oh,
I think when it
ages.
started.
This chat's been going for bloody ages.
It was like when you first started because you were like.
No.
"So,
When
you're not
when was the
wench.
wench picture from?
I'm gonna win.
Oh, you want to know when the Oh god, I was about your age.
Okay.
So yeah.
I figured something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I doing?
You were wenching someone.
I wenched a couple of people actually.
Wench Tony. Tony's
Wenched
awesome.
Tony? I think I did, but I'll double check. No, I did. I wenched Tony.
Okay. Tony's great. I would love to have Tony in a show sometime, but he says he doesn't have a way of being in a show. But we got to get you in a show, Tony, because you are kind of like the not transitioning version of me. So
Tony would be very cool to chat with. He's always fun to hang out with in the side chats.
Oh yeah.
I will send you one of my old mics if you
You're
need
welcome,
me to.
Nerdy. Do you want to jump in, Nerdy?
Nerdy, come up in here.
Get up
Get
in
up
all
in
of
here.
this.
Yeah, get up in all this.
Hang on. Is Nerdy actually in the group?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I'm not. Yeah. Hang on. Nerdy.
I'm bad at these things. I'm on an old laptop with Windows Vista. Oh my god, Tony, you poor thing. Fuck's sake.
Ew.
I feel your
My name is
pain.
Nerdy.
It wasn't that
There
long
you
ago that I still had Windows Vista on like my old computer before it died.
Do you have a phone or something that you could join with? A lot of people just use their cell phones.
Yeah, I'm using my cell phone right now to guess.
That's all I have.
There you go, Nerdy. I sent you a link. How late am I going to be up tonight?
But I would just.
I'm.
I would just love to have Tony.
I'm
in
doing
to one of these
Elena.
shows.
What?
My niece is going to be giving me shit. She goes, you said the other day you weren't going to do any really long streams on your channel because people will never watch them. And when she says that, I'm going to go, this was not about people watching it. This was because I wanted to have time with my friends.
Yay! Yep. I did. That's when I did. That's why I did my last one. I just wanted to hang out and chat with people.
Yeah. Well, that's what after shows usually end up being on. You want nonsense.
Yep, I just want to hang out and keep chatting with people because I don't do it IRL. I might as well do it online.
Right.
Actually, that reminds me, my friend is back from her vacation, and I need to go over stuff with her.
Oh yeah.
No, not phone. Messages.
Nerdy.
Awesome. Yay. Nerdy said it's going to be a couple of minutes, but
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, he's got the link. So that's cool.
We're going to have a nerdy rodent.
A nerdy. Nerdy.
So, if there's a nerdy rodent, I want to know where the jock rodent is, so that
and the
I
geek
can
one.
step on it.
And the BSDM
the
one.
Geek, yeah, right. The geek one and the BDSM ones, I will collect them and snuggle them and keep them.
There's probably an ASMR one that goes.
What was that?
Suck my non-binary
Oh my God! Whispered. It's even more beautiful and hilarious. Oh, that was awesome.
I don't know. I've told people
non-binary girl dick.
I've told people like my non-binary girl dick is almost as much of a celebrity as I am, and nobody's.
It gets invited to parties without you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, you need to make a new social media account, whether it's like Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
Oh yes, mate.
And make an account for your non-binary girl.
It won't
dick.
last long
Oh
though,
my
because
God.
it won't last long because the TERFs will report it.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yes.
Actually, I'm actually not gonna. I'm actually just gonna repurpose another one that I'm going to repurpose the one that I was using when
when you got your ban.
So I'm just gonna repurpose that one, and then I'm going to tweet out everybody follow
your non-binary girl dick.
Actually, I'm going to do a completely new one. I want to keep that one. I want to keep that one quiet, so I'm going to use Opera, and I'm going to do a new one. Entirely new one.
Yes.
On much water.
Everyone,
that'd be great.
Non-binary girl dick.
Nope. Why is it not opening? Open, you stupid thing. Yep, the account is going to be called May's Non-Binary Girl Dick.
May's got a great big non-binary girl dick.
Whatever. I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Make a mold of it and then paint it and hang it on the wall, and it can be fun.
Yeah, I actually tried to do one of those, but it's hard to do like there are kits for that. But I tried to do one, but it's hard to do by yourself because you have to go really fast or the stuff all gets hard and everything.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out all that well. Where am I? Twitter.
Suck May's non-binary girl dick. It is so big and round.
Now
take it into your mouth, dear, and give her fun. All the fun that can be found. Now that's what you do with humans.
I'm like,
here's the thing.
I'm the proper descriptor.
So here's what I'm going to do, right? Instead of me telling people to suck my non-binary girl dick, I'm just going to have my non-binary girl dick account say suck me.
Suck me.
Suck me.
Y apostrophe S non.
That can be your pinned tweet. Suck me. Oh shit.
You know what that
Oh,
hymn
yeah,
was, don't you? Oh wow. Oh
I don't care about
wow.
any of
Hey,
that. Nah.
you know how I tweeted out stuff to SJ and then she ended up liking one of my videos? Shall I
Yeah.
actually do that song? I'll write the whole thing, suck May's non-binary girl dick. And I'll do it, and I'll when I tweet it out, I'll make sure I put her in it.
Yes, do that.
Cause
Okay.
she'll hate me.
I have to.
A whole song. It needs its whole song.
Okay. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Do that? Yeah.
Do it.
Suck May's non-binary girl dick. It's so big and fat and round. Take it into your mouth there and give May all the pleasure that can be found. There's too many words in that line. I'll work on it. The original song is "What a Friend We Have of Jesus,"
I could tell.
which is going on.
I'm like, wait a minute, I've sung that song.
Yeah.
This is going to be. Unfortunately, this is going to be a not lewd account.
A not lewd.
So I don't know what I'm going to put in for a picture yet. So I'm just going to do a by gender flag. By gender flag works.
You could totally. Well, never mind. Twitter might be like, nope, you're not allowed. I don't know. I was gonna say for the picture, you could always like take a picture of someone else's mold that you like and put it as your picture, because they're all over the internet. Like
I know.
People's molds.
Well, for now, I'm using the bi gender flag. As soon as I can find it.
Let's have a photo of that.
Oh, now you have another one. Now you have another one.
That is
wonderful.
No, I had that one before.
Massive.
I had that one
yeah,
before.
but that's not the one you usually use. That's not the one you usually
whale
pull out.
dick?
Is that a whale dick?
What the
It's not much. Okay, I'll get my picture chosen here, and then.
It's a bit weird though, because what penis is like that underneath?
I don't know.
You know what it reminds me of? Okay, has anyone heard of the ovipositor?
No.
That's what insects and other things that lay eggs.
Yeah.
It's also the name of a dildo.
Is it? Oh wow.
Yeah. It lays eggs inside of you. And they make them, if you look up the website, they make them specifically to not be human-like.
Oh,
and instead, they're based off of like tentacles and werewolf penises and like fantasy creatures.
What was the one that Jade had the other day?
I actually found the perfect. I actually found the perfect.
It was meant to be a dragon penis. That's right.
Oh.
Yes,
yeah.
she had a fantasy dildo that was supposed to be a dragon penis.
Yeah, they have dragons, they have werewolves. Anyway, but they have like all of the aliens, predators. They have all the like fantasy penis concoctions. And then if you order one, they come with like a gelatin mix and trays, and they make eggs, and then you stick the gelatin eggs in the dildo, and then while you're using it, it lays eggs inside of you, and then you can lay eggs, or you can just absorb them into your own body, whichever you prefer.
Explore.
Okay. That's a little weird, but okay. To each their own.
I've never heard of it. I had never heard of it, and then like I watched a
I won't
documentary
judge
in my
anybody. We're
mind.
planning on doing ASMR BSDM, so.
My mind was blown. I love the documentaries that I watch. I don't know how I get into these things. But no, it was it was like a short segment of Ask a Dominatrix, and they had a dominatrix come in and try to guess strangers' kinks, and she got every single person like right off the bat without having to ask them more than one question, except for one person where she kept having, I think she asked them like 3 or 4 questions, and then she finally, I can't remember the word because it's not a word I'm used to, but I
Ew,
can't
I
remember the name of the
accidentally
word, but there actually is a term for like people that enjoy the sensation of laying eggs.
Yeah, okay.
I just accidentally mistyped. I accidentally just dead name typed myself because the 2 letters are right beside each other.
Oh, well done.
Hello.
Nerdy you.
Hey!
Hi. Oh, I need to find out where the
Tweet
settings
that.
are.
Go back.
You sexy
Go
Brit,
back
you.
to the other one.
You're a snap camera.
Settings.
I should have a notification that I'm following me. There we go.
Change that to that one.
So nerdy.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool. Nerdy, do you think some of Margaret Thatcher's speeches would be a good source for ASMR?
Well, I mean, the possibility exists. So, and it depends what your target audience is.
Okay, I just
people who will end up pissing themselves laughing.
I just retweeted myself on it.
it.
I just retweeted myself on it. Pin to my profile. Pin. There you go. There you go. You'll like that account. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. I have to go on Twitter now.
Sorry? Oh, the Twitter.
I'm going on Twitter.
Oh, where is she?
Show off, nerdy.
What? Just playing with things. That's all.
That is awesome, though. And I love your fractal videos and the music
Did
you
you
got
see
with
the
them.
picture May used?
I'm trying to.
Oh my goodness.
Where's this on Twitter?
May retweeted her new account's tweet. So you can find the new one. I'll have to follow her. She needs a follower. It needs a follower.
If Jenny can have, if Jenny can have 2, I can have 2.
Where the hell did you find that picture?
So there you go. There you go. My non-binary girl dick has its own. Has its own.
Its own
account now.
I have the best idea.
Oh god.
I will literally go to people. Instead of telling people to do it myself, I will literally go to people and just say suck me. It'll be great. More.
There we go. May's non-binary girl dick.
There you go. There you go, chat. There's May's non-binary girl dick.
I love the picture.
And I found the perfect. I found the perfect picture PFP for it.
Avatar. Yeah, see that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm on your page right now.
We love you, May. You've got a follower. You've probably got 2 now, or 3 or 4.
See, I have the best ideas. I have such good ideas.
more.
Well,
What am I looking
you
for?
know, your
Privacy.
non-binary girl dick deserves more love. People need to follow it and
Non-binary.
just
Non-binary. Yes. No. 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 No.
Well, that's what it came up with.
Huh?
Non-binary underscore S is how it came when I clicked on it.
Yeah, I'm changing that.
Yeah.
Well, if you change it, my link won't work anymore.
I know.
So you're screwing it.
Oh, it's too long. It's too long.
Put it back.
Hashtag it's too long.
Oh yeah, that's
what she
that.
said.
Nope. I just. Oh, this username has been taken.
Really?
No, it's too long. It has been taken. Okay, good. Oh no, it's still more than 15.
Uh-oh.
There you go, May.
Okay, good. It's at Maze NB Girl Dick.
Oh, you're annoying. No, you can
Nice.
retweet it. You're there.
It's at Maze NB Girl Dick. Let me see here. Yeah, I will put a new message. I will put a new thing in the thing, so
You
that
put a new
people
thing
can
in
see
the
it.
thing.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything.
There you go. Everyone follow my non-binary girl dick.
Oh, you know how I was talking the other night about writing software to grab the feeds out of Jitsi so that you could have individual people on individual things? Well, you can have almost as many people as you want join a Jitsi chat, and you can join multiple times from the same browser on your own machine. So technically, you could, for each person you had joined the chat, you could join with an OBS function, an OBS thing, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, and focus on that person, and then just grab that feed for that person.
Okay.
And that will give you each person individually as different screens. You'd still have to capture the screen, but you could do that. Capture the window. You could still capture the window and do it that way.
Okay, yeah, that works.
That's cool.
And I don't have to write anything to do that, and it'll work for anyone. All we need is the templates, a set of templates to make it easier to do.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do, like what I was doing with ours, right, is everything was just layers, so I could copy layers and add as many people as I wanted.
Oh yeah, the problem would be the watermark, which we'd only get rid of by running our own servers.
Well, I mean, we could do that, I guess.
Yeah, but that's all right for us. But it doesn't help everyone else.
Huh? Oh, okay. So everyone would have a watermark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they do at the moment. I mean, I didn't bother blanking out the watermark on here. I think it's visible. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm granted you and I could avoid us having watermarks because we could grab our part of the feed separately for us, but
yeah. Okay, let me see here. I want Twitter.
I have to have a think about that. Yeah, the watermark's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I wonder how you can get around that, because that comes from the server, so even with my software solution it wouldn't work either. Yeah, I'll have to have a think on that, how to fix that
Was that
problem.
an ambulance or what?
And who
is
is
that a
that?
dog?
I think it is an ambulance, actually.
Is
It
that
could
you?
also be a
Okay.
fire truck.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Dog? What is that? Where is my naproxen? Oh my god.
Oh, you missed us bitching about Blair White earlier, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
Well,
bitching about
because
the
she
way.
did a 2-hour interview with Yanev.
And it ended up with mostly her arguing, them all arguing over which one is hotter, and really Blair is objectively hotter anyways. So.
And a total fucking hypocrite.
Yep.
She's just like, I will never have you on my channel again, or platform your name, or ever have you in any way associated with my channel, because you just don't deserve my attention. Even though I totally just spent the last 2 hours fucking talking about you, and the only reason people even know your name anyway is because I did another video before this all about you, and so everybody knows who you are. So fuck you.
Not cursed.
Or
Not cursed has been talking about her for a long time.
Yep. And I did my video
there
before
have been
Blair did
people-
hers. Her first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
But
no.
in terms of like people, hold on 1 second. This is nasty. Ugh.
And of course, I have all of this. See, I have more now.
Ew.
More non-binary
Really-
Nordics.
and it has a handle.
Hell yeah.
They all have handles.
Yes, you gotta have handles.
You gotta have a
for
handle
your-
on it, mate.
For your dicks. You know?
Anyway, guys, I'm just about beat.
Beat?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be saying knackered or something Aussie like that?
Why?
I don't know, because
I don't know. I feel terrible because we just got nerdy in, and I need to go to bed.
Oh wow!
I'm
Never
so
mind.
sorry, nerdy.
I will provide you with a forgiveness.
Thank you. I don't deserve it.
Well, I will thank you for having me, number one.
Oh
And
no,
number
thank
two,
you for coming. That was so awesome.
Okay.
I will.
Well, now I
I
need to
will
go find
post
someone.
on the Twitter when I go live, and whoever wants to jump in can jump in.
Oh, you're gonna go live,
Yeah, I'll
aren't you?
be-
Now? Yep.
Not right this second, but like probably in another hour or two, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll be
post
out
on
of.
my stream.
I'll be out of sir. I'll be out until like at probably 6 o'clock, I guess. Because I have to go back to where I work a split shift, so I basically get a 3-hour lunch.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I really like my split shift though. I really like it. So some people don't like this.
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
was working, I loved working split shift.
You'll have to grab
broke up the
nerdy into
days
yours,
so much better.
Lena. Get hold of that
Yeah.
nerdy.
I mean
Give that nerdy the love that he
hours-
deserves. We love
the
you,
hours
nerdy.
suck, but
You're just a sexy little rodent there, nerdy.
Squeak.
now I really want to get into an argument with someone on my main just so I can tell them just so I can tell them to suck my sorry, just so my non-binary girl they can tell them to suck it.
Suck me.
And hey, now I don't have to be horny on main. I can be horny on May's non-binary girl day.
You're dreadful. You really are.
Where you would expect me to be horny.
Horny little devil. That's just what you are, mate.
Hey. I might have well, I don't know about little and no respect. Hey, I might have when I get it, I might add May's non-binary boy pussy as another account.
And where you? Oh yeah, you could find a picture for that because you could use one of those weird ass animes.
No, I'll just use the same hermaphroditus picture. That doesn't that statue never actually
Yeah.
existed, but I'll just still use the hermaphroditus picture.
Yeah.
So
Living the
Yep,
dream there, mate.
that's-
Living the dream.
Yep.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you,
well,
thank you guys all for joining me and everyone in the chat. You are all amazing. Support Doc. Donate.
Yes.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, that's you, Doc. I haven't forgotten
Donate
about
and
you.
share. Get those links out there, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't actually have them anymore, so if someone wants to
Well,
post
they
them,
know where they are.
they know
They're
where
on
they are.
every video. That
Yeah,
we've
go look at all the
done.
videos. Yeah, go support if you haven't done so already.
They're on my
support
YouTube
Doc.
channel as well.
Yeah.
Where are we?
The lovely and wonderful Doc.
Do I still have? Oh, I still have.
I don't know about lovely.
Link.
Yeah,
The lovely and wonderful Doc.
Hey,
If you love
we love you.
gelatinous masses of protoplasm.
Oh, that plasma.
Oh, Lord.
That protoplasma. Oh,
I posted it in the
oh,
chat.
I
I posted it in the chat. Oh, and Cripple put it in. I did first.
Gotta rub some of that protoplasm all over me.
Hey, I was a melted puddle of gender at some point in the past. Okay. just like about a month ago. Yeah. Hey, why don't we try to get Cirrus in for the gun thing?
I did. We several of us tried to shout out to Cirrus and for the gun thing. No, I was talking about Doc for the. Oh, well, if we could get Cirrus in for the gun thing, we might actually be able to get him on side for helping with Doc's fundraiser.
Woot!
Yeah.
I would love to meet Cirrus.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Well, let's throw the shout out to Cirrus to join us, and then we will try and base the day we do it around Cirrus.
Yeah, and then PL. We got to get PL.
Oh, Progressive Liberal. Yeah, he'd be in on that. No worries. We're gonna have quite a few guests on this one, but I think we can be respectful enough to let everybody have their piece, say their piece, have their piece. Damn it!
Have their piece.
Have their piece.
I love Progressive Liberal. I'm so excited to talk politics with him. Like, I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to ask Shannon as well, but I'm not sure when she's back. But I also have something else I've got to ask Shannon for. So asking her for too many favors at once just seems wrong.
Well, she's always happy to coming on our show isn't a favor to her. It's if she can do it, she'll do it because she loves us.
And she really likes it when we have alternative other subjects as well. So
yeah,
so we might have a talk to her too because she might be better off with a Friday night as well than Sunday.
Yeah, maybe.
Sundays are a wrecking day for her because she does so much sport. So
exactly,
we can have a talk with them all and see what works for everyone. But yes, thank you all in the chat. Love you all.
Thank you.
Thank
love
you.
Chat. Love you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
You're all amazing, and we will have to all do this again, but on somebody else's channel next time. That way you can keep going when I'm too knackered.
Well, I have to. I'm about ready to go back to work anyways. So.
See.
And you know, everybody go follow my non-binary girl dick on Twitter.
Yeah, just follow it around wherever it goes.
Well, everybody wants it. I mean, that's an objective fact.
You know looking for a good time.
I mean, it really is at this point. So, yeah.
You're bad. You are really bad.
You're bad.
I don't know. You blame me for shit, and you're the worst, mate. You really are.
It has to take.
You're lovingly deplorable.
Somebody has to get me going, though. Like, I'm not that bad. I'm not bad at all until someone gets me going.
Somebody has
I
to
did
get
say
going.
that, didn't I?
All right, check. Mental note. Got it.
All right.
Yeah, you need your ripcord. You need ripcord. You need your pull stop.
You gotta wander up and then just let her go.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs
once
inflating.
I
start, right, I better go before it is. Love you all. I'm going to end the stream, and thanks for watching. Support Doc.
Support Doc.
Yeah.
Support Doc. Support Doc. Sub to Jenny. Sub to Nuance Nonsense.
Oh yeah, sub to every.
Throwback.
Actually, yeah, everyone. Thingy yourselves before I end the stream.
I'm Silverlena. Become my sub.
Yeah. You're awesome. Yeah. What about your personal channel, May?
Just sub to Nuance Nonsense. Ignore my personal channel.
Okay. Doc?
What?
Shout yourself out. Shout yourself out. Go on.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just a Patreon patron. I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not a content creator. My links are on the channel, and I am supremely grateful to everyone for all the hard work y'all have put in. It has been amazing. What was it, 56 hours?
Yeah, it was insane.
Something like that.
No. It was closer to 60 because I took it over for a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's wow.
And Nerdy. Shout yourself.
I'd just say sub to everyone, and Doc still needs a car.
Get Doc some wheels.
Yeah, get Doc wheels. What's up, Doc? And sub to the people who were in before, Ozman and Diana. Was that it? Have I covered everyone? Yeah.
And follow my non-binary girl deck.
Oh yeah, follow Main's non-binary girl deck. It needs to be followed. You have to keep an eye on it, everybody, because we don't know what it gets up to when May's not around.
Oh no, it's when I'm not around that you need to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why we need to follow it, because we've got to keep tabs on it when you're not around. All right, love you all. Night.
Good night.